Betrayal at House on the Hill is one of the most celebrated board games of all time. This horror tabletop game allows players to dabble in role-playing as they build out a unique house each time they take it on. So when it was announced that Betrayal was getting a Legacy edition, helmed by one of the forefathers of Legacy games, Rob Daviau, we were pretty stoked. But before we dive into the playthrough, let's clarify a few things going in. Betrayal is a series full of games where players explore a creepy old house, discover items, endure events, and unearth terrifying omens. After a certain point, something called the Haunt takes place, in which one or more players are revealed to be traitors with nefarious intent. A Legacy game has a narrative based on the outcomes of game sessions that have come before it. It also has permanent changes within the game. You tear up cards, you write on things, you put stickers on the board and even in the rulebook, and the game evolves as you progress towards an intended end. Betrayal makes a particularly excellent candidate for a Legacy game because of its dedication to flavor and dynamic narrative. But I think we've talked enough. We'll explain more throughout the playthrough of Betrayal Legacy, but it's finally time to show you the game. We'll see you on the other side. Hey, what's up guys? I'm John Borba. I am here today with Tom Marks.
Hello.
Casey DeFreitas.
Hey.
And Rob Daviau.
Hello.
Creator of Betrayal Legacy, and we are going to play arguably the best Halloween board game in existence.
It's good.
So let's get started.
All right. Well, this is based on Betrayal at House on the Hill. The game has been out for like 14 years now. Haunted house game. And so this is a Legacy version, which means some of the actions and things that we do in one game are going to carry through to the next game. So we're going to be playing the Prologue first, and then we're going to play Chapter 1. The game has 13 chapters in a Prologue, because 13 is spooky. We had 14, and then someone said, can you make it a Prologue in 13? We're like, yeah, we can do that. So it's a Prologue in 13 chapters. For those, it's got this Legacy deck, which will guide you through. We'll be reading stuff. It starts in 1666. And it's a little bit of an origin story of the haunted house that's from the original game, but everyone's going to have a slightly different version of the house when they're done. In the original game, you played a character, but being a horror game, very, 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 very often you died when you played. So in this game, we're going to be playing a family of characters. So we're going to start in 1666. We're going to give our characters a name. And then on the back, there's going to be a family history. You can see it goes 1666 to 2004. So we're going to play the first one. We're going to give a name and an age. We're going to kind of introduce ourselves, super light role playing at the beginning. Then we're going to read the Legacy deck, and we're going to get started. And I'll just kind of explain the rules as we go. If you've played the original game, this one is pretty darn close. And I'll just explain the differences as they come up.
Cool. I'm going to name my character.
All right.
I guess we do that. Oh man.
I like the ominous died question mark column at the far right.
You won't fill that in.
Yeah,
You'll
sure.
be fine.
No problem.
Your character will live to be 320.
Tom, I kind of hope you fill that in.
This is just a first name, right? And then we do a family name later?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. In the Prologue, it says on the top of the Legacy deck, it gives a little reminder of everything that you should have done, which you did, punched out the cardboard and shuffled the event and item decks and the tiles. So I'm going to do this. And
also, as in most Legacy games, you will be doing things like writing on cards, dramatically changing the permanent state of the game. So when going through the rulebook and doing the setup, I will note that step 3 is just a big hole that says, skip this step until you get a sticker that changes the rules.
Yeah, there's gaps in the rulebook where new rules come in. Actually, for Legacy games, this one doesn't have too many new rules. Most of the changes come from something called the Purgatory deck, which is right here. Which is not ominous at all. No, it's fine. We got the Purgatory deck, and back here we got the Folium Infernum, and we got the Bleak Journal. It was just a lot of fun to come up with the names for this. Purgatory deck has a bunch of cards. About half of these will end up in our game, and half will not be part of our story.
Okay.
And you won't see them. And this is what will make every story a little bit different. So there'll be new events, possibly new items, possibly omens, possibly other things that I won't spoil because it's a board game with spoilers.
Cool. And currently that deck is not shuffled.
This deck
Stacked.
you don't shuffle it. It's got numbers in the corner, in the lower corner. It goes from 200 to 299. So there's 99 or 100 cards in here.
Yeah.
And it'll tell you sometimes, we'll probably see it today, oh, get this card and pull it out. So you just kind of look in the corner, pull it out, and goes into play.
Cool.
So it is fair to say that we should give everyone watching this video a spoiler warning that we will be revealing things about the narrative of at least the prologue and first chapter of this game. But it will be very fun to do so.
Yep. There will definitely be some twists and some spoilers. So the first thing we should do, it says, look through here. We should complete steps 1 through 7, skipping 3, as you noted, because it doesn't exist. And one of the steps in there is to go around and introduce ourselves. So
I will go first. I am Charlotte, and I am 33 years old.
What's your
Which
last
just
name?
Happens, I
We
know
don't have a
that
last
yet.
name.
Oh
yet.
man. Okay.
Which just happens to be the name of my daughter.
Very nice.
Aw.
Not at all ominous.
My name is Sally, and I'm an 11-year-old girl. And I don't know why I picked Sally. It's just a name that popped into my head, and I picked it.
My name is Sam. I'm doing the great younger brother thing of naming this character that's probably going to die after my older brother. And I'm 13. I'm going for kind of like a Stranger Things, like, mystery vibe here. Little kid exploring the house.
Okay. And I am Jacob with a K. Because
How hip.
apparently I think of more Germanic descent in
Okay,
1666. And I am 48 years old.
Oh.
Because that's what I am in real life. So I'm an ancient man in 1666.
Oh, no.
I have outlived everyone.
You're the babysitter
We'll see you
here,
soon,
too.
cholera.
We've got the stats on the card. There's might and speed, which are physical stats. These will come into play as we get into it. Knowledge and sanity, which are mental stats. And we have our markers set on green, and those are our starting stats. The red means that they're critical. It's just a keyword that we put in this compared to the original. Sometimes there's items that say, if you are critical, you can do this. But you can't go below critical. So that's why they're red, and then the skull is dead. But we're not going to die. It's all going to be fine. The house is empty.
Important to note that you can lose health in this, but your stats don't actually go down. So if you go down a tick, you can have the same number. For example, my speed goes 4, 3, 3, 3.
Right.
Dead.
Right.
Which that's a very unique thing about this game that I really like.
That's everyone goes from no lower than 2 up until 8. Every family's a little different. I have an 8 in knowledge, and I tend to be pretty high in knowledge at the start and fairly consistent.
That's why you're the guy who designed the game.
Yep, that's why I picked it. My might is a 3, which is a little below average. 4 is average in this game, and it very quickly drops to a 2. So I don't know, rubella or something. I'm trying to think of a good 1600s illness. You are the sane family.
Yeah.
You just keep it together, and you are fast. And this is a little bit, the colors tie into the original game, like the green character tended to be fast, or red family was strong.
Cool.
We got our item deck, we got our event deck, we got our item tiles. If you played the original game, you're used to an item stack this tall. It will get there. It's 1666. One of the things that happens is every chapter we're going to be adding more rooms to the house. We've got our landing set up. We got the ground floor landing, or ground floor, which is 3 different rooms, and then the stairs lead up to the upper landing, and stairs lead down to the basement. In the original game, you can't get to the basement. There's no stairs here. Here we have a staircase, because that's how houses work before they're haunted. What's different in this game is we have an outside. The house itself is relatively small. It's actually called a homestead at this point in the text. And so if you're thinking, the 1700s, you're probably going to have a lot of gardens and woods and things going around like that. And there's just this little bump, so you can't build off of that side, because that's where the house is. We got doors. I think we're just about ready to go.
Cool.
All right.
Okay. It says randomly pick someone to read this card. Who would like to read it?
I'll go first.
You will read it. So turn it over and give us your best spooky narrator.
Okay.
Or just
the first thing that jumped to my mind was like the count
If you
from
could do
Sesame
Vincent
Street, which
Price.
I'm not going to do.
Yeah, that's gonna.
I'll go a little gruff here. So, prologue. In the remote countryside of the New World, the homestead sits atop a hill. The family that lived here died of a pox. Father, mother, son, daughter. Though the girl's body was never found, carried off by wolves, some say. There are also stories about the family finding a chalice while building the house. A chalice sounds valuable. Maybe there are treasures here still. You're not the only one with this idea. Other families have come exploring as well. You all claim you've come to honor the dead, but as you crowd together upstairs, the wary glances make it plain no one is fooled. So we're here treasure hunting. All players place
Grave
their
robbing.
figures. Potato, potato.
We set the tone right away. We're not honorable people.
All players place their figures on the upper landing. Whoever is reading this will take the first turn. Okay. So we all head over here.
So we have the upper landing. One of the things that's a little different is each chapter will tell you where you start after you read. In the original game, you just come in the front door because your car's broken down and you need a place to stay. Here, since the house is sort of an active house, different things happen. It might tell you like, oh, put the dining room out. You're at dinner, and put everyone in the dining room. Those sorts of things. So you're going to take the first turn. Now, this is the Legacy deck. It says pause. When you see a pause card, it means you'll get to it this game, but there'll be some sort of trigger why you shouldn't get to it. When you see a stop, it means, nope, no more cards this game. You're going to read this at the start of the next chapter.
Cool.
So this says start play. When the first Omen tile is discovered, turn this card over and read it out loud. Remember, there are no Omen cards yet. You haven't missed anything. We really tried to hold your hand in this sort of prologue to show you how the Legacy system works and some of the new rules. So it's one thing we noticed with playtesters. They kept saying, where are the Omen cards? So it's on the back here and it's on the back here.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So I have 4 movement, is that correct? Because of my 4 speed?
At the start of your turn, you look at your speed, and that's how many moves you get. You kind
Okay.
of hold them in a bank. If your speed goes up or down, you still have that many moves. And we all have a 4 speed. Everyone starts
And in
the
this
same.
game, you can divide up speed and actions, right?
Yeah, there's something called actions, which we will get to when we either find a tile or an item that has to do with it. The original game was kind of, or is kind of loose in a way, and that's on me. I did some of the design and development of the original game, and I'm like a first edition D&D player where I'm like, yeah, they'll figure it out. And it's part of its charm, and I really like it, but some people are like, wait, how does this work, or how does this not work? So we took basically the spirit of that and just made it into an action system, which I'll explain. It's summarized on the front here.
Cool.
But yeah, you'll have moves and you'll have actions, and you can go back and forth between them.
Well, I'm going to just do the very simple thing of exploring this upstairs. Go that way.
Okay, so there's an open doorway. You used one of your moves to get in there, and you look at the tile stack, and you see this is only good on outside. So you just bury it is the term that we use in here. There's no discard piles. It means you just cycle them to the bottom until you get to one that says upper floor. That's yours. You put it here.
And then I get to just try to line up as many doors as makes sense. Is that right?
Yep.
So I'll go
You already
like-
got an item.
Right. So you found the
Man.
unfinished room, and it's got an item symbol. When you
very tough.
when you first discover a room that has a symbol, which is almost all of them, you draw a card that matches it. Whenever you draw a card from this deck, you lose your moves, but not your actions for the rest of your turn. So you're done moving because you're stopping and looking around. If we go into that room later, we don't draw a card. Like you already found the good stuff, or in the case of an event card, had the bad thing happen. This also says upper floor and ground floor.
Right.
In the original game, only these were keyed to regions. We've keyed the events and the items to regions as well in here. Just because we have an outside, it really didn't make sense sometimes to
Yeah.
have events in the woods happen in the dining room. So we've tried to add some narrative. So here's your card.
Floor item. And is this something I show to folk as well?
Just about everything in this game is public.
'Kay.
Cards are. There are a few exceptions where it'll say, read this to yourself, just for a little bit of mystery, but it will let you know.
So I got spectacles. Seeing the forbidden comes at a cost. You may lose 1 sanity to re-roll a knowledge roll you just made. The second result stands. So I can sacrifice sanity for knowledge.
Yep.
Which actually, for my family, being a sanity family, is not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. So this is a legacy thing that we have in here. It's something called heirlooming. Because you're going to be playing a family, we have something where you can heirloom up to 9 items across the campaign and then hand them down. Well, you don't really hand them down. If your descendants find them, they're a little bit better. It's almost like you bond with it. When you first draw, once per game, when you first draw a card from the item deck, not if you pick it up from a corpse, you can choose to heirloom it. And you can do it with a place where that has a name up here and a little heirloom symbol.
Right.
You have 9 stickers with this shape that you could put on it, and you get to name it. You can say, like, you can either decide, I forget your character's name, Sam's Spectacles, or you could just say Mystical Spectacles, or whatever you want to do.
Spectacles of googly eyes.
Spectacles of googly eyes, and you put it there, and then you and anyone else in your family, like we're playing, would also get this side bonus. So you could be like, you know what, spectacles aren't for me. I'm going to see if I can get something better, and continue on. But you have to decide right now when you pick.
I'm going to do it. I want to start putting stickers on.
All right, yeah, stickers on things. Here you go.
If
Big
we're playing a
sticker
legacy
sheet.
game, like, what's the point of not putting a sticker on a thing?
Thank you very much for falling into my cunning trap.
Well, this also seems, like I said, it seems like not a bad one for my family. So I put the sticker on there. And now if this is your family's heirloom, you may choose to re-roll just the blank dice instead of all dice. So now
That's
if
really
I get 2s, I can still keep them.
You can keep them, and you can name that at your convenience, and we're just going to start my turn.
Oh, I know the name. It's going to be the X-ray spectacles.
X-ray spectacles. Nice.
Okay.
You're really ahead of your time in 1666 discovering X-rays. I'm impressed. you're out of moves because you drew a card.
Yes.
And you have no actions. Well, technically you have an action now, which is you could drop those on the ground.
I'm not going to
But
do
you're
that.
probably not going to do that. A lot of the actions that you start with beginning are give, drop, take, and pick up. It's inventory management. I'm going to give you this, I'm going to take this, pick it up, or drop it.
Right.
And there's something called attack, but you can't do it before the haunt starts, which we'll get to at some point. So it's my turn. We're just going to go clockwise. I am going to go downstairs, so it's 1 move from this staircase down to here. And then it's 2 to here, and then I'm going to go 3 here, and then 4. I'm going to pop into this. This also says upper floor and ground floor. And I found the common room. Now, the common room has a different symbol. It's got an event symbol. I don't know if you notice this right here. It's got this little glowing rune stone. These are around the house. Probably nothing. So I wouldn't worry about it.
Cool. Sure.
Cryptic
Okay.
markings on rocks throughout the house seems fine.
Absolutely fine. So this event says upper floor and ground floor, so I'm going to draw it. Did you shuffle these? I would have put this one on top myself. All right. It says secret passage. This low wall, is it hollow here? Is something behind it? If there's a secret passage symbol on this tile, there's not. You bury this card, put it at the bottom, and draw the top item card. Like you've already found something, so it's not a dead card. Otherwise, keep reading. Place a secret passage sticker on this tile, which I will do in a second.
Yeah.
And then check a box below. Be careful not to cover over any symbols or rune stones. If there is another discovered secret passage, which there isn't, you may use it immediately even if you have no moves left. When the last box is checked, destroy this card. So cards kind of have hit points in this game. So we've used one of the 3 secret passages that we're going to find here. Because the last one isn't checked, we don't destroy it. Instead, we bury it, and there'll be up to 2 other secret passages. And I am going to put this secret passage right here near the rug. So I peeled back the rug.
Trapdoor under the rug.
Yeah, trapdoor, but there's no other in play, so my turn is done.
Perfect. I am the yellow player. I am also going to go downstairs because my philosophy is to stay away from
1.
everyone. I have a speed of 4, so I'm going to go 2 and then through that door. I have a ground floor tile, which is the hearth. I will take this hearth, which has an event, and I will draw not that event card, not that event card.
Those are only outside.
Outside or basement.
Ah.
There we go. Upper floor or ground floor. And I'm going to discover a note.
This is one you read to yourself.
So we don't get to see what
No.
he's doing here. Sometimes we do, sometimes
So
we
I'm
don't.
gonna read the beginning.
Yep.
It says, if your family crest is on this card, gain 1 knowledge and bury this card. Otherwise, read the text below to yourself, not out loud. So, secret time.
While he's reading that, you can start your turn because
Okay.
he's just
Yep.
there's nothing else for him to do there.
So
So the little girl who's a grave robber
Yes.
who's been sent by her family to steal
Yeah.
stuff from the house of the
see,
people who
my
died from the
family
pox.
is very
Nope.
sick as well, and my older brother is off somewhere else, and he probably hasn't gotten our letter yet that everyone's dying. So I'm here to try and make some money for our family.
Okay.
Sure.
We got a story.
That's my
So you
story.
can either go
Sticking
upstairs.
with it. I think I can only go not upstairs.
Yeah, you're allowed to look through these tiles and the cards at some point to see what's available. It's a small house.
So
So there's basement and then the rest is outside. So you could go 1 into
Let's
here
go to the basement.
and then 2 into the basement.
1,
3, 4.
4.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Right?
just 3.
1.
1,
Oh,
2,
all right.
3.
Oh, yeah.
So outside, 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 outside,
There we go.
basement. We have basically explored the whole house.
Yep.
all right.
I will say, in
Oh,
the,
hey,
in the
secret
previous
passage.
iterations of this game, the basement was always bad.
Yeah.
All right. An event.
That's an outside card.
That's outside.
Let me
Okay.
cycle that.
Thanks.
So
for
you
you.
just
Sorry,
got
I
an
can't
event,
see
and there's
from
a
here.
secret passage in there too, the crawl space.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
so let's
now-
take a look at this tile. It's got a secret passage, so now these rooms are 1 move connected. It's got a doorway, which is just a closet now because we have no more tiles at this point in our. It's got an event card, and also down in the corner, it's got a ghost.
Oh man.
So
Spooky.
there
Yeah.
are ghosts in this house, just a few, because a family did die here of the pox, and apparently they weren't happy about it. So you can see on the tiles there are basically slots where ghosts can go. We don't know how that happened yet, although it's not a big surprise when you learn. Ghosts are
How do
usually
you
only
make ghosts?
Usually ghosts are only created one way.
God.
There's a small crack in the earth here. Strange mists emerge, lit by a blinding light. Witchcraft, certainly. If the haunt has started, bury this card and draw another. Otherwise, keep reading. Place the bright light token on this tile. If you end your turn here, you may lose 2 sanity and gain 1 might.
Okay. So the haunt has not started.
Yeah, so we put
So
bright
we're
light
going to
here.
put the bright light token here. So let me show you this card. It's a little different. It's called an ongoing event. Most of the cards we've been reading, putting at the bottom. Ongoing events show you which token they're associated with. They have a different background, and it tells you what happens in it. And this will be for the rest of the game.
That's really cool card design.
Yeah.
So in this room, you can trade sanity for might on a 2-to-1 ratio.
Okay. And to clarify, the 2 is just 2 ticks, not...
Yeah, whenever you're said to gain or lose, it's the number of slots you go.
Okay.
Your actual number may change more or less, not at all, in there. If any one of these ever gets to the skull, you're dead. Won't happen.
But you
though.
can't die before. You can't pay the cost if it would kill you, right?
Right, you can't voluntarily pay the cost. Like I couldn't go down here, only have 1 sanity, and say, well, I'll pay 1. Like you either have to pay the full cost or not at all.
Yeah.
And before the haunt starts, you can't die, so you can't choose to.
But you
use
could
the system.
choose to die after the haunt has started.
If you like, you could say, I'm going to lose 2 sanity. I'm dead, but really strong.
I have the strongest corpse around. All right, Tom.
Back to me.
Back to you.
Okay, well, I think I have to go outside. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4,
You
and
didn't
I'm
make
stuck.
it there. Yep. I will go 1, 2 to the outside, and then I will go to here. Oh, here we go. First tile.
Yikes.
Okay.
It's kicking off.
So we found something called the hanging tree. Every house back then had
Happy
them.
name.
It was just a
It's the hanging out tree.
yeah. Just hanging out. There's a ghost there as well.
Just coincidentally, a ghost there.
Yeah, just coincidentally a ghost there.
Just happens to be near the hanging
What I
tree.
like is in this particular iteration, it's right outside the front door.
It's actually, you can see it from the console.
There's just a swing
There's a
and a
window.
noose.
Yeah.
So it has an omen symbol. Omen symbols are the 3rd card deck. If you play the original game, you're like wondering where they are. And it says here, when the first omen tile is discovered, we draw this, and we're going to read the back. And the person who found the tile is the one who reads it, which is me. And it says 1666, the chalice. Just remember, that's what we were looking for. Turn to entry 102 in the Bleak Journal. All right.
The Bleak Journal is also another uplifting name.
Yeah. Where are the books? Oh, I think they're under the sticker sheet. Here we go. Now we get some books.
Cool.
There's actually 4 books. There's the rules, which I know fairly well, so we won't need to refer to. We have the Secrets of
have
Survival.
That happy-looking pup on the
The
front.
Traitor's Tome, Secrets of Survival, Betrayal Legacy Rulebook, and
The Bleak Journal. The Bleak Journal is a series of entries. Again, you'll read maybe a third or half of these for your particular story. So it says to go to 102 in the journal, and I'll just read. Yep.
Okay.
I'm just getting into character.
All right.
Nothing in this house seems right. What would the chalice be doing here by the tree? As for that family, how is it they died of the pox when no one else even took sick? None of it makes sense. Unless someone here is consorting with dark powers. That's it, isn't it? One of us killed the family and lured the rest of us here. One of us is a witch. Already you can feel a foul spell at work, draining your sanity away. All right? So one of us is a witch. The player who found the hanging tree, that's me, draws the top card of the Legacy deck, the chalice, and gives it its true name, the Chalice of Insanity. So,
Delightful.
they are now carrying it. It's basically, there we go. I have the chalice. Then draw the next card from the Legacy deck and read what it says on the other side in order to set up the haunt. So we really try to walk you through how haunt setup and everything works, especially if you haven't played a Betrayal game before. Pause, draw this when instructed by 102, which I have. One of us is a witch, but who is it? Draw the next 5 cards and turn them face up. Destroy any that do not match the player count. So we have these 5 cards. 4 player, 4 player, 4 player, 4 player, 5 player. This one gets destroyed.
destroyed.
I knew this was coming.
literally
Destroyed
torn up
means like you
potential.
just,
Oh,
this card is...
I know it's a
I know.
Lexington
I know.
drawing, but even just seeing that hurts.
It actually still hurts me as well, which is the whole thing. I just pretend it's a prototype, and then it's okay.
Which is also thematically appropriate, that we have to just rip up cards and be like,
No, it's a horror game.
Yeah.
I will-
That is board game horror.
Yeah.
It's just seeing cards torn up.
So
So to explain what the haunt is to those who haven't played this game before, there are 2 phases in this game. There are one where we kind of discover the layout of the house, and we acquire things like the X-ray specs or the Chalice of Insanity. And then, usually in previous iterations of the game, one of us is revealed to be a traitor that's lured us all to this location for some nefarious purpose. In other versions of the game, there are at least 50, and depending on if you include expansions, more than that, outcomes of what happens at that point. Mm-hmm. So the nice thing about this game is that there is narrative built in. There is a continuing narrative in this situation where we have a very specific haunt that is pre-planned for the prologue.
In most chapters, you will have a choice of haunts.
Okay.
But sometimes for the main plot line, we narrow it back down and everyone gets the same one in a few chapters. But you'll get a choice between 2 or 3 in each chapter. Another thing about this is when you're done, when you get through all 13 games plus the prologue, not 14 games, the game becomes infinitely replayable. Basically, you have your own version of Betrayal that you've worn in. You have only seen 14 of the 50 haunts. So you can go back and you can revisit, and then you're going to play just like regular Betrayal.
Oh, that's cool.
But some of the cards from the Purgatory deck will be in there, and there'll be some other changes and things that happen. So let's back here. We've already gotten rid of it, the one card. We shuffle the remaining, which I'll do in a second. We're each going to get one, and we're each going to scratch off the spot that says 4 players. If it was a 3-player game, we'd also get rid of this one, and we'd scratch off where there were 3 players. This is either going to say underneath it, normal human, or witch. So obviously, you keep this secret.
Normal human is my favorite phrase so far.
I actually do like that. I put it in a sort of placeholder, and playtesters start going like, I am normal human, I am not witch. Like, you know what, we're leaving that in. Okay.
All right. In secret.
Now I understand why you have quarters.
Yeah, I put quarters out. It's almost like I knew this was coming.
I wish we had a sort of real world closet cam where we could all be like, so I am normal human, or I am witch.
Okay. And then from here, it says turn to haunt 1, witch hunt in the secrets of survival. As you said, most haunts in the original game and most haunts in this one, it's 1 versus many. 1 traitor, everyone knows it's the traitor, everyone else is a hero, and you get this asymmetric battle. Sometimes you have a hidden traitor, which is what we have here. Sometimes you have a fully cooperative. Sometimes you have an unknown traitor, which I like, is one of us a traitor, but you don't even know until you can start doing some research to figure out if you're the one like where the demon landed in their soul and corrupted you, sort of like The Thing. So this one is a hidden traitor. All right, haunt 1. So we've also changed the way that the haunts are laid out. We try to systematize them a little bit, and I won't bore everyone to tears with all of the spreadsheet fun that's in here. But basically, there are often things which are main goals, side goals, and reactions, and we put them in different colored boxes. So the witch hunt has 2 reactions. So it just means they have to happen. If this happens, you have to do this thing. So this is if you did not attack another player or when you die. So, okay, witch hunt, setup. We must kill the witch before the witch kills us. We know these things to be true, that the witch is draining our sanity and that they will hide their identity until they would die. We know these things to be true. I'll get a little more in when we play chapter 1. These are usually clues as to what the other side is up to. Mm-hmm. So we give you a little hint as to like what to look for. So later on you're like, I didn't know you could do that. Setup. You should be set up. Everyone should have scratched their cards so if they know they're a normal human or the witch. Since there's a hidden traitor in this haunt and there aren't any monsters, you will not use the monster or traitor card. Those will show up in chapter 1. Excellent. And I'll explain them then. The player to the left of the haunt revealer will take the first turn. It's pretty standard. Overview. You win when you kill the witch, so if one of us figures out who the witch is and kills him, or you're the last player alive, which you'd be the witch. Facts. Hidden traitor. The traitor of this haunt is not known at the start. Players may attack and steal from each other, which we'll get to, and may choose to act as small obstacles for other players. Basically, we can impede each other's turn. And if you're acting as an obstacle for someone else, if they want to leave your space, they lose an extra move. So we can slow people down. And that's pretty common. Monsters and traitors slow down the heroes and vice versa. The witch has none of the associated abilities of being the traitor because you're hidden. You may not say what's on your card unless you die or the haunt tells you. Of course, you're likely lying, especially if you're the witch. So we can all say what's on here or not on here or lie about it, but we can't show it. Then there's the thing, if you are the witch and you're the last player alive, you're going to get a little bonus. So we will see if that you get a card from the Purgatory deck. And we have 2 reactions. At the end of your turn, if you did not attack another player, roll 1 die and lose that much sanity. So it'll be 0, 1, or 2. And
So if we're
Yikes.
not attacking each other, we're just dying.
well, that's the witch's spell. Your sanity
Okay.
is dripping away. We've all been driven mad. And it says, now there's the thing, if you are the witch and this would kill you, that's when you can reveal it, right? If you're like, oh, I'm up, you roll it and you're like, you roll a 2, you're like, I'm gonna lose my sanity. Okay, I got unmasked, I'm the witch, and then everyone knows. So you kind of don't want to be in that position. When you die, you reveal your card to show if you're the witch or the normal human. And if you're the first to die, you're gonna draw this pause card and you're gonna read it to yourself, which I'll remind you to do. It says it right here. And if you're playing and you forget, you'll see it after the game and it'll all be fine. So. That's
All right.
basically it. Oh, and when you win, no matter who it is, we're going to go back to the Bleak Journal and read
Okay.
an entry. So
Okay.
I will leave that open, but I have the rules pretty well
Alright.
done.
So I am going first, and the entire time Tom was smiling very wickedly during that entire thing.
You had a wicked smile too.
Well, that's because I kept looking over at Tom, who was like, "This is gonna be great.
So
I'm gonna kill all of them."
You caught
I'm
his
having
witchness.
fun, John.
I certainly would not have dealt the witch card to myself. That would be I'd be a rude guest to do that.
All right.
The randomly drawn, randomly scratched witch card.
So the question is, do I want to go try to find something so that I have the potential to defend myself, or do I want to just go punch someone in the face?
Just start swinging.
I mean, you could go to the place where I am and get some might and lose your sanity. And
Losing sanity seems like a real bad idea.
yeah, it is. It is
Yeah.
terrible. It's a terrible idea. Don't
I'm
listen
gonna
to me.
go. This is difficult. I'm gonna go outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I have 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So, looking for an item. There's 3 rooms left.
I did not get an item. I got the woods, which is an event.
I can shuffle that for you. There you go, outside.
Thank you. Fell wind. It's cold. Colder than it should be. The wind builds up, pushing against you, pummeling you. I make a speed roll. So
Okay.
my speed is 4.
So let me talk about what making a roll is. When it says to make an X roll, it almost always is going to be one of your traits, and you roll dice equal to your trait. When playing, I always tell people to stop right there and make the roll and then read just the result of what you rolled rather than read all the results.
Yep.
Keeps the cards fresher. So if you get that card again, you don't know what's there. Also keeps the game moving along. So well done.
I rolled
Wow.
exceptionally well.
6.
Higher is almost always better in this game.
That is the wrong card.
What did it say on it?
It said best friend.
Yeah. Hugs for everyone.
Make a speed roll. I rolled higher than a 4. I rolled a 6. So I keep my footing and I gain 1 sanity. That seems very good because
Whoa.
I'm about to lose some sanity.
Okay.
So I'm going to go up to 4 sanity. And then I'm going to roll 1 of these dice.
Because it's
See
the
how
end of your
much you
turn
lose.
and you didn't
And
attack
I
anyone.
didn't fight anyone. And I
You
lose
lose
0
no-
sanity.
Oh man, that was a really good turn.
Yeah,
Yes.
just tell people these are 3-siders, 0, 1, and 2.
Yes.
All right, it's my turn. I'm gonna go outside.
Okay.
If someone would, thank you. I cannot reach.
So,
So-
you can go
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
one
what I'm
through
doing.
the secret
1,
passage,
2, 3.
Now, you don't have to do all your moves and then do your actions.
Mm-hmm.
One of your actions is attack. So on the way by,
I could.
You could punch Tom right in his little boy grill.
and then you can keep moving. I think the temptation is to be like, you
Okay.
do all your moves and then you attack.
Well, I only have
You
1
wouldn't-
space left, so I really want to try and find an item.
You wouldn't punch a kid with glasses, right?
Yeah, I would.
An action doesn't
I'm
take
an 11-year-old
An
girl.
action-
I can
an
punch
action doesn't
anyone and
take a
feel
move.
fine about it.
Your moves
Oh.
would not be taken away.
Yeah.
But it does.
But
if-
Tom could choose to
Yeah.
stop you as you walk out the door in any case.
Yeah, I
or
can obstruct.
you could also
Yeah.
negotiate. If you don't attack me, I'm not going
Okay,
to get in your
so
way.
I'm just gonna try and find an item.
Okay.
I'm afraid that you will impede me, and I will not be able to make it outside.
Are you going to impede her if she doesn't attack you?
No.
Okay. You're letting her find
Tom
it.
is totally the witch.
All right, there you go.
I'm trying to make
Oh,
friends
man.
here.
Okay, I got an item, but also
Yep, we have something. Well, yeah, we found the creek. So the order is you do the item first or the
Okay.
event, and then we'll read what actions on
Okay.
there.
So you're looking for an outside item?
Outside. This
you.
one's basement or outside.
What was that
Yikes.
sigh?
Did you find something good?
Bells
Oh.
from an animal collar. For a ritual, chime, gain 1 sanity, then move everyone 1 tile, then bury this card. Oh, actually, that's really good.
Yeah.
I picked up bells and I was like, what am I going to do with this?
So once during the run, basically,
During the game.
Yeah, during the game, you can use it, move everybody, gain a sanity, and then get rid of the card for that game.
Yes.
Okay.
Couple things. You see how it says chime before it? That's an action word.
Okay.
And it's a good time as any to talk about actions. You can do each action once per turn. So you can attack once, you can chime once, you can drink once, you can drop once. And each card can only be used for 1 word. So you can either chime that or drop it, but not both.
Okay.
And that's basically how it works. And they can just go together. So most of the time, it's pretty intuitive. Like, I haven't done this before, but you can't attack 3 times. And you can't drink between a chalice, which has drink, and then the creek, which we'll get to in a second, also has drink. If I'm standing there, I have to decide which one I'm drinking from. And that is basically reflects the original game, but we've just codified it a bit. So, do you want to heirloom that? Does
Yes.
your family wants sacred bells now?
I do want
they
these
say
sacred
sacred
bells.
on them.
If this is your family's heirloom, also gain 1 speed when you chime the bells.
Dang.
So do I get that extra benefit this round? Or
You get it
next
immediately,
time?
but
Okay.
it says when you ring them, you're going to bury them. They're gone, and you will get a sanity and a speed. If any of us find it in a future game, we just get the sanity because it's your family's heirlooms, and then at your leisure, you can name
So
it.
now you get
All
to
right.
name the bells.
I'm going to name these the sane bells.
Sane bells.
I don't know.
I always enjoy seeing what names people give to things, and usually a story emerges across the generations.
I was thinking of happy bells too, but you know,
That's
that
creepy.
just seems creepy.
Some happy bells.
Trying to cheer things up here.
Yeah. And scare everyone else
One
away.
last thing, just you're
Yep.
out of moves because you moved 4. You still have all your actions because you haven't used any.
And
so
I-
you could choose to drink from the stream. If there's an action on a tile, it means while you're there, you can take that action.
Who wouldn't want to drink creek water
Yeah.
in a spooky mansion?
I am going to skip this.
Okay. What this is usually good for, there's just we're basically just the stream at the beginning, but you'll find other ones, is if you're almost dead, it's like a good little buff to heal yourself. If you're in pretty good health already, it won't help you. So it's sort of like this last desperate, I'm about to die, and you go drink from the stream and sort of catch a second wind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, maybe,
I don't think it's gonna hurt you unless you roll 0.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you roll 0, it'll hurt you. If you roll 1 or 2, you'll
I'm just
get
gonna
better.
do it. Let's do it.
Okay,
Let's
so it
risk
says make a speed roll. Your
Yeah.
speed
Let's
is 4.
drink from
'cause
this
no one,
weird stream.
right, just don't roll a 0. That's
Yeah,
easy.
and it'll be fine. All right, I got a 3. I wasn't thirsty. Lose all moves.
But you
I've
had
already lost all moves.
So that's fine. Like
Yeah.
only on a 1 or a 2 does it help you again. It's when you're down to like a 2 or something. And It's your last action.
All right. what's
And
the
now I
roll?
have to.
You have to roll a die because
Yep.
you didn't attack anyone.
Oh.
Oh
So
man.
you lose 1 sanity.
Luckily, I have some bells to make me sane again.
So the thing I was thinking about is if I go to that bright light, I would lose 2 sanity but gain 1 might, and then I would have to make a roll for not attacking anyone.
Yeah.
And if I miss the roll, I would just die immediately.
That's what it
Which
was.
doesn't sound like what the witch would want to do.
It
But then
doesn't
if
sound
you're-
like what
If you're the
anyone
witch,
would
then you
do.
could be like, oh, I would die, but I'm the witch. But then all 3 of us
You know
would
what, Borb?
attack you.
Yeah.
Borba's being a little argumentative here. I'm gonna go punch him. 1 and 2.
Okay.
Uh,
There you go.
This is a grown woman versus a little boy.
well, a little boy with X-ray specs. So it's how does
The way combat works is you can always attack even if you don't have a weapon. It's basically just feral panic in your bare hands. The attacker makes a might roll, which is this one over here. So you'll make a roll.
I'm all right with this.
Oh wait, I'm
3 to a 4.
I'm immediately regretting this decision.
Yeah, you and I should be hitting each other with
Yeah,
both 3s.
seriously. No, I swing up.
Okay, you got a 2.
2.
Now, as the
Not great.
as the game goes on, you will find things that let you get rerolls. So you would do all that now and then be like, I'm locked in, I'm good. So you got a 2. Now you would roll your might.
Oh,
Wow.
5. The difference, which is 3, you have to take as physical damage.
hey.
Which physical damage means you split between might and speed.
Okay.
Good luck, Tom.
That's really
This is
bad.
why 8-year-olds should not fight 33-year-old women.
So I'm gonna go
Frontier
down.
women.
I'm gonna take. Luckily, I'm gonna take all of it in might,
I fought a bear once, I want you to know.
Oh my. Oh, I'm going to take all of it in might, which puts me critical at might, but my might is 3-3-3-3. So I didn't lose any might stat.
You lost hit points.
I just lost all of those hit points, but my stats didn't go down, which I'm,
Yeah.
you know,
It's fine.
I learned my lesson.
Woof.
Yeah, seriously.
Because you attack me, I want you to know that I am forever an obstacle to you.
Wait. Can I still move, though? Because
You can
1, 2, 3. Oh, so no.
Now he's an obstacle.
He's an
Normally
obstacle.
you would be able to get out of the way with 4, but if he stops
But
you,
I was
you would
like,
need...
hold on, little boy, you tried to hit me.
Yeah.
We need to talk.
He's obviously the
Maybe-
witch.
Pick up your teeth. Pick up your teeth.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
So let me read the chalice. The chalice is an omen, and all omens in this game, this is in the rules, or very minor spoiler, are basically ghost powered. So I can drink, and then I lose 1 sanity automatically to roll dice equal to the number of ghosts on your tile.
So the more ghosts
The
on
more
your
ghosts. So I
tile.
only have 1, so the best I could do would be a 2, which is heal a critical trait. So it's not really in a good place. But as the house gets hauntier, if that's the word, then this will become more and more powerful, where you can gain 1 might, speed, and knowledge. So you can basically lose all your sanity drinking from this chalice of insanity
Does that become an
and become powerful everywhere else.
Does that become an item that goes into the deck after this?
It will become the omen deck. This is the
Oh,
start
okay,
of the
okay.
omen deck, which in the future, when you draw these, when you discover an omen tile, you draw from that deck.
Okay.
And we'll get more and more, and the way that the haunt starts will change a little bit as the deck gets deeper.
Cool.
I'm going to go. I am a 48-year-old man in his bathrobe. And I am going to just 1-2 pick on you because
Oh,
I'm basically feasting on the... well, you've got the
Yikes.
3 might.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to... I rolled a 2. There you go.
You made the good decision. I made the
well,
bad decision.
we'll see in a second. Okay,
So, tie?
2. So yeah, we're just...
Nothing happens.
We're just hitting. Nothing happened other than I didn't have to make a sanity roll.
All right. I am going to continue on my merry way because you two are going to brawl it out now.
You want to stop
An
him?
old man.
Yeah,
and
Or
a
do you
little
want to
boy.
let him go if he's going
no,
on
I
his
want
way?
to stop him.
Please go.
All right. Okay, so
He broke my glasses.
I only suffer an additional 1 movement to leave the space now, right?
We can choose. We can...
Well, so he chose, but you said please go, so I'm assuming.
Are you
I'm
stopping?
going to be an obstacle.
Okay, I'm not.
Okay.
If you're not attacking,
So
please
it will
leave.
cost 2 of my 4 movement to move out of this space.
Yeah.
So I am going to go this way and reveal the last tile,
Oh,
which is
man.
another event. This is not my day.
I will
could be
have
a
to
good
admit
event.
I knew that it wasn't an item, and that's why I didn't do it. that comes from me spending a few hours with this game.
All right.
You're at the pond.
I am at the pond. Blood.
Oh.
Blood on the
Sure.
ground. Something was attacked here. Roll 2 dice.
So when it says roll 2 dice, it's just literally 2 dice. It's not. You can't be good or bad at it. You can be
I
bad
can
at
be
it.
very bad
Sorry,
at
you can be very
it.
bad
I
at it.
rolled 0.
It's your blood.
Take
You're
1
bleeding.
physical damage.
Oh, well, yeah, there's flavor text above it.
A rabid animal bites me.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what I wanted to happen.
Definitely the crocodile in the pond.
I
Alligator,
am going
not
to
crocodile.
lose 1 might because it stays 4.
Okay.
So I actually had a question about that. On the card, it has a little box to be checked, but
Yep.
It didn't direct me to check the box.
There are cards on here with check boxes that you'll be directed, like that, you might be directed to check that in chapter 10 from some other event that happens where you raise the spirit of a animal.
Of a rabid animal.
And it makes like, or something that has to do with blood or animals or something that'll make that card worse. Because it says if this box is checked, roll 3 dice instead, and the 5 and 6 is particularly nasty on here.
Ooh.
So you may never check it, or you may do something that checks it.
Okay.
Okay.
I got away okay on that one.
Okay. Except you didn't attack anyone and you're out of move, so please make a sanity check.
I should have totally punched someone before I left.
Yep.
1
One sanity.
All right. Knowledge.
Nope, sanity.
Okay.
Oh, right,
Exactly,
sanity,
not
sanity.
mental damage.
That's right.
All right. So, question: is there a rabies cure in the 1600s? Because I think you're going to be dead anyway, regardless of what happens.
You get the rabid
That's why
condition.
I'm going particularly insane.
Yeah.
Um,
Come at us, Casey.
man, I
on.
don't know.
So there is no
Let's
connection between here and here. There is a path that runs
Okay.
this way, but this is just thicket and you can't get through.
Okay. I guess I'll come over here and try and fight you guys. I'm gonna punch Tom.
It's just gonna be
Why the
battle
Because
royale.
I don't work here, so like, nice, you know, it's like host-guest relations. But I'll punch all of you equally. So
I'm
then
coming
can
for
punch
you,
me.
old man.
So you're
Work on
first.
it.
How many are you rolling? You have like a
4.
Four.
I'm a very strong
Now, none of us found
11-year-old
weapons.
girl.
There are weapons in this deck, but
Yeah.
through
I rolled a 3.
That's not bad.
3.
All right.
Staying alive here.
We're just
Okay. Yep.
Little kid fight.
What I want is this is the end of the Harrison Ford movie. It doesn't matter how it started at the end. It's just fist fight near a steam pipe for some reason.
Okay.
and then I still have movement.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So I'm
Wait,
gonna.
you just moved 2?
Yep. I have 4 movement, and even if someone impedes me.
Well, if
Well, if we
they
both
both
impede you,
Okay.
impede you.
Well.
I have no desire to keep people next to me when
do
we're
I use
all
now?
punching each other.
Go ahead. Whatever.
Now you get to go 2.
Okay.
Going to that ghost.
Oh, going to the
Yeah.
ghost.
Yeah.
I was very
Yikes.
intrigued by this. I
I'm
was
going to take
thinking,
a swing at you.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, it started.
This little kid wants to go.
3?
3, 2. I'm going to take 1.
I did
Oh
something.
boy. So I have a choice because I'm the book learning family. I'm going to lose neither one. I do not want to go down to a might 2, especially when facing the 4s over there. So I'm going to go down to a 3, so I'm a little bit slower. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you running away? Are you doing anything?
I'm going to go that creek if I can.
No, you're not. I'm going to slow you down, but
So then
you
it'll
can
be-
still do
so
it.
I can still make
so
it?
I like to do it this way, which is like 1, 2. I just tap them on the head of the person who's stopping me. So 1, 2, 3, so you can still get there.
Except that's the wrong figure, right?
That's me.
Yeah.
1, 2.
How do I drink from that creek again?
You just use your drink action.
Just 2?
make a
you make
speed
make
roll.
a
Oh,
speed roll.
Okay. I'll do that.
And you want to get a result of 1 or 2.
Yeah. I got 3.
3, so nothing happened.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right.
Go get him, old man.
Yeah, I kind of have to. So, oh boy, this
2.
is about to go bad.
2.
Okay, then I'm also going to drink from the creek. My speed is lower. I got a 2, so I gain a speed back.
Oh, man.
So that's
John?
that's why I followed you in there.
All right, who
Suspicious John.
do I want to go punch?
Yeah, which one of us is the witch? It's
Even
probably,
the animals don't like him. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's Tom, 'cause
to
he
be
hit
fair,
first.
the animal was rabid,
yes.
so I didn't really have a choice in that situation. I'm coming for one of you. The question is, who am I coming for?
It's me. Just it's fine.
No, I said I was coming. I said I was coming for the old man.
Yeah, that's me.
All right, I'm sticking to my guns here. I rolled a 2 on 4 dice.
I rolled a 1.
All right, I will
Okay.
take
Okay.
deep breath.
Okay.
All right.
Casey?
Yep. I'm gonna
Join
go
the fight.
hang out. We're
Just-
just fighing over this creek water.
Yeah, this is it.
I'm gonna
Just
punch.
splashing
This
around.
is what the prologue tends to be.
I'm gonna punch Tom.
No one's punched her, have they?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
I'm just focusing on the one that's close to my size because you guys are scary.
Yikes!
Oh my
I rolled
gosh.
5.
He
Yeah.
rolled a 5.
Oh my God!
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna drink from this creek.
Okay.
You haven't rang your bells yet, have you?
I haven't.
Okay. I'm just checking. I didn't. You don't need to. Feel free to not. I'm just
4. So
Nothing
Nothing. You
happened.
just need
I
a 1 or 2,
wasn't
yeah.
thirsty.
You weren't thirsty.
sure.
You tried to drink from the creek, but then your body was like, "Nah, we're good."
I'm gonna punch at you again.
Okay.
'Cause
Bring it. Add the dice.
my 3 might.
There are 8 dice. If
Sorry.
that's the cap, like if you ever had to
2.
roll some, if you somehow could get up to 10, you still just roll 8. 3.
Okay.
Come on.
I go down to 3 speed.
Oh, you only have 2 hit points left.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that's
Sammy,
not great.
this is not your day, Sammy.
I
And
can't
it's
even-
my turn.
I can't even get out of the spot, can I?
Well, I'm-
Unless people obstruct
Did you
me.
I'm gonna
drink from the
obstruct you.
creek?
Should I drink from the creek? I guess I should.
Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely should.
Nope. I'm really not thirsty. I'm about to die, but I'm
About
really
You're
quite
fine.
chilly.
Oh, it's when
Yeah.
your teeth all got knocked out by that woman.
It's not that I'm not thirsty. My mouth is full of blood. I just can't tell.
So your
Oh,
speed
no.
started at 4, so you have 4 moves. So you could leave. It'll be 1. Which one are you? This one. You could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'd limp into the next one. Even though your speed went down mid-turn, you calculate moves at the start of your turn.
Okay, then I'm gonna get out of that spot, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Ah,
Can I go
I-
punch him? You guys gonna stop
you
me?
do your
No.
thing.
Okay.
You can punch my kid.
Somebody's got to die here.
So, oh, it's gonna be me. Can you just roll all blanks?
Right.
Oh!
So I take 2.
Oh, wow.
Here we go. I'm going to be picked on now. I'm down to 2 might and 2 speed. I have no ghosts. I can't drink from my chalice even to...
Yeah.
Woof.
Okay.
I don't want to fight Casey yet.
This is super funny because it's like we're just in a brawl. Like we don't even.
1, 2.
Strategy is so limited. I feel like in the early.
This is done intentionally. It's basically to remind you, here's how combat works, to get a feel from it, show you how the actions work. If you found the stream, show you how you can heal back up. It's like the 25-minute pre-credit, fight.
All right, Tom. I'm gonna knock those X-ray specs off your face.
Fair.
What's up, nerdster?
3. Not the best.
4.
Oh.
Take a hit. Come back, kid.
Did not expect that. Okay, so I'm going to go down to 3
Get a man
speed.
with glasses.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, that is my turn.
All right. Gonna go over here.
It's a rolling scrum.
I'm punching Tom.
Everyone just fighting.
Coming back for Tom.
If I win these fights, nope, it's a 2.
4.
Oh, I'm dead.
You're gonna die.
I killed Tom!
We're back. The fire alarm went off, so in the meantime, Tom died, Casey killed Tom,
It happened.
and we got a pumpkin.
Yep.
Yeah.
These things just happen in Betrayal Legacy.
Yeah, just as she killed him, the alarm went off.
Yeah, so that was what happened, though, is that we rolled against each other. You win our space, attack me, and I'm dead.
And you're dead. So,
So,
we tip you over, actually.
Yeah.
okay.
You're
That's
a
a
corpse.
dead body.
But you are an obstacle now, right?
You are not an obstacle.
Okay.
You are not an obstacle. There are some haunts where, let's say, a monster might want to bat you around or something. So this says pause first time a character dies. Have this player secretly read the back of this card. So it says the rest of us can keep playing in the meantime, and now we have a stop card.
And
so
then
now
do
we know
I-
that's it.
Do I also do this part when you die?
Oh, yes.
When you
this,
die-
sorry, the whole thing could be over here.
Reveal your card to show if you are a witch or a normal human. If you're first to die, immediately drop the top card. The legacy deck. I was a normal human.
I'm sorry.
Y'all-
You shouldn't have punched first.
I was not a normal human. A normal 13-year-old boy with glasses, but whatever.
Who just got beat up by an
speaking of
11-year-old
which,
girl.
The glasses
Get dropped.
Oh.
fall to the ground. We have little
exercise.
tokens where we can put like
Okay.
item piles and stuff. A lot of times you can just kind of
Put the card
tuck
in
it
the
out to the side and say the glasses are here. You kill them. It's your turn. You could pick those up.
And I read this without telling you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need any stupid glasses as I step on them after murdering this 13-year-old kid.
As you're wearing glasses.
Okay. Seems like a witch might step on glasses.
Tom looks really uncomfortable.
I really keep playing.
Okay. So we're gonna skip you. I am going to. We're gonna skip you because you're dead. And then I am going to play, and I am in trouble. Which one of you? 4 might, but you have fewer hit points.
Yes.
I'm going to.
Oh, we're going.
You know what I'm gonna do? If I leave, are you guys gonna stop me? You probably are. You are gonna stop me. Okay, I'm gonna stay here and fight because I only have 2 speed now, so I
Oh,
can't
no.
even leave this space without consent from both of you.
Are you fighting me?
I'm fighting you.
All right.
Boom! That's bad.
5.
Okay, I am also dead.
Oh no! All right.
So do you read that card too now?
I do not read that card. Only the first person gets to read that card. I drop the chalice, which is in the same place. So when you use the pickup action,
I get both?
you can you basically can take both. Either you can decide.
Sure.
Man.
Oh, wait, it's not my turn yet.
It is
It is
now
your
your
turn.
turn.
We have to reveal your card, don't
Oh.
you? So I want to know if the game's over.
Normal human.
Oh,
So
no.
Bor was the witch.
So what, you killed him?
Yeah, well, he hit someone else. He hit you first.
I'm pretty sure that you were the witch because my shirt
cannot figure
says,
out who it is.
"You can trust me, I'm not the traitor."
Oh, well,
And one of
course.
us is wearing that shirt.
Fight, fight, fight.
All right, I'm gonna pick these up first.
You
I think the blue
jerk.
guy's dead as well, and I
Oh,
think
yeah.
there's some things I need to do.
Yeah, we can just do them after the game.
Okay,
just,
that's fine.
It'll be easier there.
I'm swinging hard at you.
No.
I rolled a 6. Oof! Take that, little girl.
Hey! You woman, you. Oh, man.
How many do you roll?
Well, 4. I
4.
also rolled
4v4
Okay.
to the death.
What did you roll again?
I rolled a 6.
All right, I gotta beat a 6.
I'm feeling real good right
I'm
now.
not. Okay, well,
There's a
there's
You're
one.
gonna keep that. I like how you looked at it.
Okay, 6 and 6. Keep rolling.
Dice berries.
All right,
Let's go.
That is Oh no, I have movement.
Yeah, you do.
You can run away now.
I'm gonna go
I'm
here,
impeding your
Run
movement.
towards the light.
and I'm gonna drink.
Okay.
On
You drink
a
that dirty
3.
creek water.
Dirty creek water. And I rolled a 1.
Oh, no.
Which is gain 1 speed in your face.
Right. You don't
Oh,
need to
man.
be faster, but it's a hit point.
All right.
So,
So,
Roll it.
Casey?
All right, can I have those 4 dice?
All right.
do you guys have the
What?
same
yes.
sanity? I've seen people with
Yeah.
high sanities in this
Yeah.
one just
I'm
run
dead.
off to the
Oh,
corner
I can't
when there's
watch
2
you.
people.
I'm going this
and
way.
like they basically get into a sanity rolling. You know,
All right.
it's just-
Well, the problem is she has the bells. So
Yeah,
that would
she-
be bad
I do
for
have
me.
those bells. I'm gonna punch
gonna
you.
bell
I'm gonna punch you
me.
right in the knee. All right.
A 4. All right. Statistically, I feel okay about that. I rolled
Yeah!
So you take 2 hits.
a 2. Yikes.
You take 2 hits.
Yeah.
Killing the
you
witch,
can
guys.
only take 2 more.
Don't worry, I'll avenge you.
I can only take 2 more.
Yeah, third one will kill you.
I just said I would avenge you, Tom, but I guess I was the one who killed you.
Killed me.
A sudden crisis.
Are you
of
gonna?
conscience.
Are you
I'm
gonna try to
also
drink?
going to drink from the creek.
This is the oddest fight ever. Like
Yeah.
punch, drink, punch,
Punch,
drink.
drink.
Wait, I'm thirsty.
Hydration is important.
Are you
It's like
thirsty
between
though?
rounds. Like
You shall stay.
I hope you roll a 0.
Nope.
no.
I just wasn't thirsty.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
going to. I'm gonna drink first. This seems like a better idea.
Unless you roll an
I'm gonna roll a
0.
3 and nothing happens.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Fighter.
And I'm gonna fight.
Fight.
Do it.
Or maybe I want to lose a sanity.
You can
need
sanity. You can fight and then move.
Well, no, if you do that, you roll.
Oh, I already
you-
drank. I already drank.
Well, you can still do. Oh, yeah, you already drank, so you can't do that again. Also, when you roll equal to the number of ghosts,
So there's no
Oh,
ghosts
there's no
here.
ghosts
so.
there.
There's no ghosts. 4.
Yeah!
Oh my God! 7.
Hey,
So
you're dead.
no, yeah, I'm dead.
You're
I'm totally
dead.
dead.
So wait. Which one of you is
It's him.
the witch?
It's not me. I'm a normal human. Witch face.
What's up, witchy?
I'm also a normal human.
Surprise!
Oh wait, so we're just all murderers?
We're just murdered.
That was on the card that he drew.
You're the worst murderer.
I am.
Because you murdered 2 people.
Yeah, you're the bad one. But you're alive and the bad one.
Yeah, it's.
So you know.
Oh, wait.
Wait, that's
This will
me.
be important.
You're dead.
Yeah, oh, you're still up.
Yeah.
'Kay.
Bam. All right.
All right. So my card said, "Hey, guess what? You're all bad people."
I'm sorry.
In short. But it also said open door E and door 1 in the Folium Infernum, which is a thing we haven't looked at yet. But
So
it's
here's a
basically
Folium Infernum, which.
Advent calendar of doom.
Yep, so if it's a letter, it's going to be a rule. You said E, right?
E and 1.
Okay. So placing ghosts. Here are the rules for placing
Oh.
ghosts. Remember when I said we'd learn how ghosts are?
Yeah.
Usually it means you get sort of like beaten to death by someone in a,
Oh.
a fury. So,
So this is actually step. It says place in step E on the rule book.
yeah, which will be, I'm guessing, under dying. But it says every time a player dies, place a ghost sticker.
You know what, Borba? You
And
should
here
be
are the
thanking
ghost
me.
stickers.
And that's 1.
Should I be thanking you?
Because dying by getting beaten to death is way better than dying from rabies.
Mercy
I
kill.
mean,
Yeah, you mercy kill
I
him.
guess. I didn't know those were the only 2 options.
I mean,
Living, I guess.
no,
All right,
there's no
so we
cure to
add the
rabies.
placing ghosts.
Right.
Every time a player dies, place a ghost sticker in an empty spot on that tile. If all the spots on that tile are already filled, do nothing. If you run out of stickers and need to place 1, do nothing.
Right. So
Got
there
2 there.
is you.
That's a ghost.
And
It's
there.
gonna get real spooky up in here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a,
the front steps are murder haven in this particular world. But this is part of how the legacy thing works. If we had all died at the creek, then the creek would be scary, or the pond, or the ground floor staircase. So we're basically setting the sort of horror areas. And here's your ghost right near the creek.
all right.
So at the end of the haunt, now it says that it says on that card, like when there's a break in the action, to introduce
Do
the
that
rules
stuff.
and explain and put it down. So technically, there were 2 ghosts down, and you might have been able to use the chalice to drink and recover. I decided it would be a little easier to explain once the action was done.
I feel like the developer of the game is allowed to create house rules without much conflict here.
And it says, when you win, which was you, we go to entry 117 in the Bleak Journal.
So was I a traitor?
No, nobody was.
No
I
one
mean,
was.
you're a pretty bad
So,
person, though.
on the back,
Agreed.
it says fate. So every character writes down their fate. Now, if you lived, you could write down,
Murdered
had a
2
pleasant day.
people.
Oh, I dropped 2 cards on the floor. You could write that you murdered 2 people.
Okay, I'm gonna just say.
What were your names?
Jacob,
What were you?
I was
I am
Sally.
you killed me.
Sally, and I'm Sam.
Did I
Killed
kill you?
Sam and Charlotte.
I went to attack you and you got me.
Oh, that's right.
Punched to death by Sally.
And then I checked that I died. Okay. Punched to death by Sally. Okay.
I said super dead, murdered Jacob.
That's accurate.
Okay. So it says when you win, which is you get to go to 117. So read that out loud and it'll kind of wrap it up. So in the campaign mode, which is what we're playing now, almost usually at the beginning of the game and at the start and end of each haunt, we'll go to that book and get a little bit of the narrative plus maybe some instruction that we need to do for putting stickers down, things like that.
Cool.
This place is mine now, it seems. So there was no witch after all. Strange how we all believed there was. Oh well, no matter. The fields have been fertilized. I have disposed of the bodies. Home is where the hearts are. Let us hope the dead stay buried.
Yo, that's not cool.
Players should now give their family a last name, writing it on the ribbon on the front of their family cards. Each player should record their character's fate on the back of their family card. Remember, this is for flavor only. Have fun with it.
So we are the Stoop family because that's where we died.
I am the Bates family.
So
At a perfect homage.
Well, I'm obviously witch, so my last name is Salem.
okay.
That's a good one. I'm going Brown because I have X-ray specs, so I'm Doc Brown in the Doc Brown family now.
Okay.
It's gonna be Win the Legacy.
So we have the Stoops,
All right.
the Browns, the Bates, and the Salems are
Yes.
the families in here.
Once we get to that era, I'm gonna name him Doc Brown.
So
Like-
you're doing the long con.
Oh yeah.
Like Norman Bates?
Unfortunately, there is
Oh,
no
man.
1985, but there's
Close.
none of the 3 years
Well,
on
he
here.
would have
I
been
missed an
alive then,
opportunity.
right?
Yeah.
He was still working.
47.
Yeah.
So, I was not accustomed to so much digging and grew weary near the end. I hope the bodies are buried deep enough. Add shallow graves, P201.
Okay. To the deck. So anytime
yeah.
you see a P, it means go to the purgatory deck. So in this case, 201, we put it near the front. At the start, it goes a bit more random access after. So shallow graves is an event card.
Okay.
So it says shallow graves. You can do a quick check. So that's us buried. That's now part of our event deck.
Yikes.
Finally, find the deed to the house and place the winner's crest sticker on the front of it in the prologue space.
That's P202.
Each game's winner will claim the deed going forward.
Okay.
For now, it is yours.
So, prologue, you are the Green family. So the
right.
Salems own the house at the end of the prologue. And you will get this card. There's room on the back to put like all the way up through chapter 13.
Cool.
Oh, awesome.
It's amazing that property ownership in 1666 was just if you walk into a house with some random people and murder them all, it's yours now.
There was
Also,
no
bury bodies.
Well, basically, without witnesses, right? Isn't possession like 9/10 of the law?
so-
Like, there's no one here. It's abandoned.
These
Everyone's
bells
dead.
go back in the deck?
Yeah. So at the end of the game, we take all of the items, all of the like these witch cards can go away, but the items all go back, and you would put everything back in the box. So all the tiles go away,
Okay.
tokens come off, events go
Tokens
back.
come off, but stickers stay on.
Stickers are permanent, writing is permanent. So these go back here, and we're back to the beginning.
So we reset all our stats to starting stats?
Yep.
All right.
So technically, what you do is the setup is what we have here. So we laid out the cards, I've shuffled those, we put those tiles here, we've given ourselves new names. I'm Thomas, but without an H.
Tomas.
Tomas. I decided all of my characters are going to have slight variations on common spellings.
I'm going with Marty, with 23, and I'm a little wiser, and I'm the plucky sidekick, basically.
All right, so we have reset up for scenario 1. It only took us a few minutes, and now we are going to roll through the first scenario,
Okay.
post-prologue.
So the person with the deed is the person who gets the honor of reading the cards and will take the first turn. You also have an ability, it says on the deed that once per game you can
Yes.
return that to the box
Okay.
to teleport anywhere. You have built, in the intervening years, you have built tunnels,
Oh,
little
one of
like
those.
spider tunnels
Oh,
for you to
no.
get away.
Yikes.
I'm one of those homeowners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
You
up
have
to
built
code.
tunnels and passages most secret and cunning. All right. It is now November 1694. At the start of each chapter, you will draw a card that has italicized text that should be read aloud. After that, you will get instructions on how to set up the game. You will often add tiles from new tile planks to the stack and cards from the legacy deck to the event and item decks. Your group can decide to look at these cards and tiles when you shuffle them, or you can leave them as a surprise. There will also be instructions as to where figures start and whether you should add tiles from the stack to the 4 starting tiles.
Okay.
So setup.
I've been waiting for this.
Turn this card over and keep reading. Remember to keep drawing and reading cards until you see a pause or a stop. Well, Winter came early this year and there's never enough food. Everyone is on edge, hungry, angry. It's been nearly 30 years since the incident, but the other families just won't let it go. They've come skulking around my house just before sundown looking for items to steal. Pathetic. How dare they? I threw a rock to scare them off, hitting one of them in the head. They'll come inside now looking for me, I'm afraid.
Dude, you're a jerk.
Hey, leave my house alone.
You lived alone for 28 years with a guilty conscience. Start throwing rocks at strangers.
I am playing the same person because, I mean, I'm only in my 30s. Choose another player to be wounded by the rock. They take 1 physical damage but gain 1 sanity. So, who has the best physical stats?
I have a 3 that goes to a 2, so I'd be a...
I have 4 and 4.
All right, Borba.
But you gain a sanity.
You gain
Yeah.
a sanity. You have the clarity of being tackled.
What is your
you know.
sanity? 3 to 3?
My sanity is
And then your
5
might?
to 4. 5 to 4 to 4.
No, you'd gain a sanity. So go 5 to
Oh,
5.
yeah,
Mine would
go
go
up to
4 to
5.
4.
Mine will go up to 4.
Yeah.
Tom and Borba flip for it.
What?
All right. I'm going to flip it. You call it in the air.
I like how I'm
Tails.
still have the
That wasn't
escalation.
even a
It didn't flip.
Tails.
Heads.
All right, take a hit.
Yep.
Okay.
It still is me.
Okay.
Yeah. Take a physical damage, gain 1 sanity.
I went down in might. I went up in sanity.
So it's a physical damage. You could have done speed. I see why you didn't. But
Yep.
Just to point it out. Okay.
All right. You start on the ground floor staircase.
That's you.
Yes.
Oh.
Start on the ground floor, the staircase.
And everyone else starts on the front steps, where all the spooky ghosts are.
Let us in.
Oh, no.
On the corpses of our brothers.
Did she throw a rock at you?
Yeah.
Get her.
Draw tile planks 1 and 2, punch out the new tiles, and shuffle them into the stack.
Okay, so the tile planks just go in the box. I've taken them out for easy, so they just say they're just in order. So before you start play, you just put them in order, and now it says take 1 and 2, punch them out.
Yep.
Like it says in there, you can choose to look at these so you know what's coming, or you can choose to just leave them secret. Most people leave them secret,
I want to leave it
Secret.
secret.
but the choice is really yours. So we're just gonna kind of shuffle these
We're going to Spooky Town.
into. So this is all the stuff you've been working on since you lived here.
Yeah.
You've
I've
rearranged
done
the
a lot
place.
of building. I think my brother came home for a few years and helped me expand.
Okay, moved a
And
few
then-
things around.
Really, actually, no one came.
Hey, leave me to my
It's
fantasies.
just your brother.
Shuffle the new item cards and event cards into their respective decks. They follow this card in the legacy deck.
All right, so we're going to put some new items. Just kind of hold your hand a little bit in chapter 1. You're basically going to do this at the start of every chapter. Oh, and people, it becomes autopilot. Give me the items,
Yep.
give me the event cards, give me the tiles. Let's
Keep
just
reading.
Okay.
Everyone has a history.
Ooh, calling card?
Draw the 5 calling cards. They follow this card in the legacy deck. Then open door A in the Folium Infernum and place the rules sticker on space A in the rule book.
Man, we're getting.
Space A is the one you
Step
talked
3.
about, step 3, the mysterious step 3 in setup.
Okay.
I love how quickly this game changes.
Yeah.
Like, you're already making big changes in the prologue, and then before in the setup for the first scenario, you're already adding in new rules.
So
Yep,
this
I
one
can-
is just.
I can summarize for
Yeah,
you.
give everyone a random calling card right now.
Normally you would do this before you get your character's name and before you say how old you are, just so that you can pick something thematic. But in this case, we do it on the side. So there's a calling, I am a gambler. That is I am Thomas a gambler. Life itself is a gamble. Once on my turn, after making a trait roll, if I roll 2 blanks, at least 2 blanks, I can re-roll them and try to make them better. However, if I roll 2 blanks a second time, my whole roll is a 0.
Whoa.
So most of the time it gets better, sometimes it gets worse.
I am a
You wanna pull that guy
well-to-do.
out for me?
As you can tell by my ginormous house that
Yeah.
everyone is trying to break into. After you draw a card from the item deck, you may immediately bury it to gain 2 in any trait. This old thing, I could easily get another.
I'm a war veteran. I take a maximum of 1 damage when I lose an attack I make. And when I'm defending against a might attack, I may roll an extra die.
Wow.
That's
so
good.
normally, like if you had a 3 might, you're attacking something with 6. It's really bad because you take the difference in damage, but you only take 1 if you fail. So this character has the ability to kind of go in against odds and do stuff.
War Veteran is powerful.
Yeah.
I am a medical practitioner. I get used to hearing the screams. Place the healing token on this card at the start of the game. I can use the action Operate while the healing token is on this card to remove the token and heal 1 trait of any player on my tile, including myself. And that takes me back up to my...
Yeah, heal means go to green.
Okay.
Wow, cool.
And the one that's not in play is a Scholar, so that may come into play in a different game or in a 5-player game, but for that we have no Scholar. So we have a gambler, a war veteran, and a medical practitioner knocking on the door of the well-to-do person who's lived in the mysterious house for 28 years.
All right,
Alright.
so Casey kicks us off.
Yeah, I do. All right, so I am going...
Sorry, we hit a pause card. I just wanted to
Yes.
say that. It'll tell us when we get going, but I know it, so I'll tell you as well.
Says start play when a player needs to draw an omen card and there are none left. Have them flip this card over and read the other side. You do not make haunt rolls in this chapter.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is just once we get the
So
second
when
omen.
we get the second omen,
Okay.
I'm going to run away.
okay,
So I'm
upstairs or
going-
downstairs?
Let's go downstairs to the creepy basement.
Oh, you are brave.
And you going through a door.
Which door?
This one.
Here's your basement. And into your favorite
Oh, man.
crawl space, which
Wonderful.
has an event
The
center.
secret passage. All right. Blood on the ground. Something was attacked here. Roll 2 dice.
Okay, this card you got last game.
Is there a wild
Yeah, now
animal in
you're-
your house?
Remember all
I
that
mean-
talk about rabies, friend?
No! Rabies is the worst.
See what happens.
Oh, the same thing that you rolled.
A rabid animal bites you. I guess these rats don't. I should have hired
Yeah.
It's the
freaking exterminator.
It's the same animal like pack from 28
Oh my
years
god.
ago.
Take 1 physical damage.
All
Okay,
right.
and then you just bury this.
See, we both took 1 physical damage to start this game. Everything feels right.
Man.
My turn?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
So you need a ground tile.
I do. I need ground floor. There we go.
Also,
the
you guys
common
can't
room.
meta.
Oh.
You don't know I'm in the basement. So,
Uh-huh. Well, we're not like fighting you, right? They're just going to this house.
I don't know, but
There's
I'm
your
scared.
secret passage, common room.
I can go straight to
So,
you now.
yeah.
Was that where it was last time? No, you've moved it.
It was
at
moved,
the-
yeah. Embers. A fireplace warms, slightly glowing embers. You grab nearby bellows to bring it back to life. Make a knowledge roll.
Wow, that's very appropriate.
Can I get some 4 dice?
Some 4.
Some fours.
You know.
Wow, you are
6.
so good at bellows.
Man.
The fire springs to life, knocking back the perpetual chill. Check a box below, then gain 1 sanity for each checked box. Then, if all boxes are checked, destroy this card.
Whoa.
So I check 1 box. I get
Wow.
1 sanity because there's only 1 box checked. But this is a card that gets stronger as you use it until it gets destroyed.
Destroyed.
Cool.
Nice.
Um,
Gain a sanity.
So gain your sanity.
Okay.
Look, we're just making your house better. Like we're just
We
putting your
made
fire.
a nice warm fire for you. We're yelling down the secret passage. I know you're down there.
Okay, so I'm gonna go out into the wood. Oh, look, the blood field.
Okay.
There's a new one.
Does that
Wow.
have 2 ghosts?
That has 2 pre-populated with 2 ghosts. There's room for 2 more. It's got another one of those rune stones, and it's got an event out here.
And
So-
some bloody corn.
Okay, so you're going to hold to
crows.
that I didn't kill anyone thing? Is that?
It's
I
right off the
mean-
footsteps. Like when you bury the
Yeah.
bodies, you just like.
That creek
Right
was
there.
really dirty, guys. I think there were some fights up.
Okay, so outside, feral beasts. The animals have gone feral, teeth bared, eyes glinting with madness. Each other player on a tile with at least 1 ghost takes 1 physical damage.
Ah,
Then
dude.
keep reading.
So that's both of you.
Yeah.
And
Guys.
then keep reading.
And then I make a might roll.
Okay.
Okay. Good doggy. Nice doggy. A 5. You fend them off. Gain 1 in a physical trait. All right.
Wow.
Now I'm as strong as all of you.
That was a swing.
Yeah.
What the hell, you guys?
I've already, yeah, me and
I'm
Casey
already
are
almost dead.
beat up.
Yeah. The house got more haunted, basically. is
Those
what-
rats need to go.
Yikes.
John, your first turn
I'm
after you've
gonna
taken 2 damage.
I can't go anywhere upstairs if I go. Oh, I only have. Okay. 1, 2.
A hearth. That's very nice.
Yeah, it's an event though. It's not gonna be that nice.
Yeah, events are bad.
All right. I am going
So-
to draw this one. Tick-tock.
Oh, good old TikTok.
Oh, that's
Just
not
got way
good.
too excited for that.
The ticking of the clock in here is getting louder. Soon the hands will strike 13. You fear what will happen if it keeps ticking. If all boxes are checked when you draw this card, take 6 dice of mental damage. Woof!
What?
Yeah.
It is literally a ticking clock.
Then destroy this card. Otherwise, keep reading. Choose one. Check a box above and place this card into the event deck as the 6th card from the top. Or roll the dice equal to the number of check boxes on this card. Take that much mental damage. Yeah, this is going 6 from the top. I don't like you guys enough to take.
Is
any
one of those
that.
boxes already
checked. So he would
Yes.
take 1 die just at the start.
Oh, gotcha.
But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. TikTok. Someone else's problem now.
Oh, that's messed up.
Oh man.
All right, enjoy. Draw 5 event cards right now.
Oh man. I think I made the wrong decision by going to the basement, so I'm gonna come say hey. Come back
Through
up.
the secret
up?
passage?
Yep. I'm gonna come back up.
1,
2 up
3,
and 1 more.
4.
No wait, just kidding. I'm gonna go to the ground floor.
If you wanted to, it would have been faster to go 1,
Yeah.
2,
Oh yeah,
3,
yeah.
Let's just do that.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
There.
How do you still have 4 movement?
Because I'm
The
fast.
blue-
Blue
Blue
super
hasn't been
fast.
bloody.
The blue bedroom.
Oh,
All right.
it's
Another-
got a rune as well.
It's got a room as well. Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
That's
Number
because my
4.
grandmother had a blue bedroom when she grew up, and I'm
Aw.
like, it's in the blue bedroom,
Oh,
and I
right.
assumed
So
everyone's
you put it in a
grandmother
horror
had
game.
put it in a horror game.
Oh. Okay. Secret passage.
Oh.
Oh.
This low wall, is it hollow here? Is there something behind it? If there's a secret passage symbol on this tile, bury this card and draw the top item card, otherwise keep reading. Place a secret passage sticker on this tile, then check a box below. Be careful not to cover any other symbols, like runestones. All right.
All right. You put it right in the middle of the bed if you want. It's like a.
Ooh, it's
Under
like
the bed.
under the bed thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can do that. Where's the sticker?
Right here.
Thank you. And this goes
Just gets.
bottom
Yep.
third.
Okay.
Sorry, so
turn?
what's your character's name again?
Me,
Yes.
Marty.
Marty. All right, Mr. McFly.
I'm just gonna go this way.
The kitchen.
Cool.
Okay.
With an omen.
So I get an item.
So
oh
you,
no, an
you
omen.
get an omen.
Oh, okay.
It's the chalice, because
Yes,
it's the
it
only
is.
one. This has the eat action. It's the same thing as the creek, but it does might as opposed
Okay.
to speed.
That's good.
I guess I'll just do that because there's no reason not to, right?
Well, unless you roll a 0, but that's
4, so nothing happens. Okay. And we don't make a hot
How's that
roll.
blood
Usually
shield
we make a
working
hot
out?
roll, but
Yeah,
we
in
don't
this scenario,
in this
we do not
scenario.
make
yeah. And this
Okay.
one, because there's only 2 omens, you don't. And then somewhere around chapter 4 or 5, you start making a hunt roll
Okay.
once there's enough omens in the deck. So I'm going to
Right.
come back in 1, 2, and I'm going to go into here. And I found the unfinished room.
Oh man.
Oh wait.
You know, this was a common room.
Is it metagaming to say we know that there is at least the hanging tree outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. You can push the clock if you want.
Okay.
So
I don't like that the tree moved, too.
This whole
I
place
found a
is
book
haunted.
of scripture. It's sacred. A few pages are ripped out. Odd. While you carry the book of scripture, gain 1 knowledge and 1 sanity. All right. You may bury the book of scripture to avoid all damage taken from a firearm.
Whoa.
So, and I am going to heirloom
you
this.
just take a bullet right in the Bible?
Yep.
That's
And when
awesome.
you heirloom it, if you think your family's, if this is your family's heirloom, gain 2 knowledge instead of 1.
Yeah, the reason I did that is because I'm the smart family anyway.
Oh yeah.
So I'm kind of just leaning into the full knowledge sort of thing.
Are you going to name it?
I am going to name it, but you can take your turn. I'm just going to try to think of what I want to call it.
How about the unholy book of scripture?
Well, it's his heirloom.
Yeah,
Hey, I like metal. That's all I'm saying. All right, so I am going to go further out.
Okay.
We're gonna be running out of ground floor pretty soon, if not already.
There's one more here.
That's
The guest quarters.
all I get is events.
And there's no more ground floor. There's one more
Which way you
basement,
wanna
and
go?
then
Alright,
it's
gotta go
only
this way.
outside, folks.
All right. So I get an event. This is outside, upper floor basement, upper floor ground floor. There we go. All right.
TikTok? Did you hear the clock again?
I'm back, guys.
Wow! I didn't even think about that. The
Yeah.
burying.
At some point, this is just gonna really hurt someone. 1,
You,
2,
at this rate.
3, 4, 5. There's a little TikTok.
Well, it's an upper floor and a ground floor card, and there are no more, I think, of either one of those,
Yeah.
so it's safe until next game.
Oh.
So this is going to be a mini game sort of timer.
build.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is another action here that says that I can search. If there is no search token here, make a speed roll. I am going to do that.
Do it.
I rolled a 3, so I find nothing and I lose all my moves.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just keep the search token for someone searches. So once per game in the guest quarters, whoever makes the fast enough speed roll can draw an item, and then you put that token down. These are used a lot just to be like, the thing happened in this room.
Cool.
Casey.
Yes.
You have one basement to choose from or a lot of outside.
Okay. Well,
Or you can try to go search at that spot where I'm at.
I'm going to take the secret passage to here. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to go there and make that. I'm going to eat some food. Hey, little boy, why are you in my house? Please leave.
That's, yeah.
Where's that speed roll, right?
I'm not a little boy anymore.
So Might. This is for
Okay.
Might. The
Okay.
creek outside is speed.
Okay.
4.
4.
Nothing.
Nothing happens. I wasn't hungry.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and get the last basement.
There you go.
You are a brave soul.
Item, sellers, happy
Man.
times.
Aw.
We have no items.
Nope.
You threw a rock at me.
Woo! Pause
That was an
claw
item.
hammer. Weapon, practical and
Oh.
efficient. Attack, I can make an attack, might attack, I guess.
Yep.
To target anyone on my tile, I roll 1 additional die on the attack. If the result of your attack roll is 0, destroy this card. So now,
That's not heirloomable. That
No,
belongs
it's
to
not.
Paw. So
It's Paw's.
there's a different handwriting, and it says Paw's claw hammer,
Okay.
and it's a
Nice.
weapon.
someone else has already
Well,
signed
remember,
this card.
when we first showed up in the prologue, there was
A family.
a family
Yeah.
was here.
Right
So
there.
this is
Right.
already, this can't be claimed by someone else.
So now I get an extra attack, or an extra die on both attacks and defenses with
Yes.
might, which is kind of cool.
So the claw hammer is an action, meaning you need to use your attack action to get the bonus, which means it doesn't help you when you're defending.
Right, but I have
But
the
it's
war
better.
But you have the war veteran, which helps
Cool.
you. So
Whoa.
you are, let's hope you're not the traitor.
He is, well, to be fair, that makes him kind of middle of the road because he's not very good at fighting.
Yes,
Yeah,
Okay.
hurt
It's
himself
true.
in the war.
it's kind of mediocre. But that's my turn.
Okay. I named it Das Stoop Book of Scripture. It's a combination of bad German and like bad Swedish, because I put the slashes through the O. So I apologize to anyone who speaks either language. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to make a speed roll to search, and I did not find it, and I'm going to go back out to the hearth.
Okay. John?
All right. I am going to search again before leaving.
Forgot to use my own gambler power.
I got a 2.
No, need a 4.
Ah. All right, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to the front steps. And I'm standing on a ghosty space, which is not the best thing.
No.
All right.
You're up, champ.
I guess I'm just going to go here.
'Kay.
And that's the end of my turn.
And I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's mine.
Okay. I'm going to go back in and try to find that because I forgot I could use my gambler power, and I want to show how it works.
Oh, yeah.
But I rolled a 5 anyway, so
Wow.
I'm fine.
Oh, never
Okay.
mind.
Dang
So it
away.
says draw the top item card. If it says top, it literally means the top. It does not matter what the region is. So I found a crossbow. Now, I will not be able to heirloom it because I did it this game. But I have a crossbow which uses speed instead of might.
Man, I
Equally
want
good for
that.
me right now. And I can do it in an adjacent tile. And if I shoot someone adjacent tile and I lose, I don't take any damage. There's no rebound.
Crossbows are
Repost
good.
damage. Okay.
Yeah.
I want that.
A book of scripture and a crossbow. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Man.
You are a friar.
Like Van
Yeah.
Helsing.
Look at you. You look like a friar.
Yeah.
You would totally be that guy.
All right. Well.
So is it John's turn?
Oh, yeah,
it's
it
fine.
is.
Yeah, you get
Just
to
kidding.
move.
This way.
Hey, it's in the
It's
same
back where it
place.
was. And I draw the second omen.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So there's no card to draw.
When a
so
player
you,
needs to
you
draw an
flip
omen
over
card, they're none left. Flip that over and read it.
1694, the brooch. Depending on the tile the haunt revealer is on, turn to the matching entry in the bleak journal.
Oh.
So it is 74.
Ooh, here's the bleak journal.
It's over here. So we get this branching thing. If you had found it, if the kitchen was the second one,
Yeah.
we'd go to a different one. But because it's hanging,
So
now we're-
before we continue, there is text at the bottom of this. Should I read this now or should I read
you can read it now.
Okay, it says, the day before Pot hit William with a hammer, he told me about the Devil Man and where he is buried.
What?
That seems not Not good.
Let's not dig up the devil man.
I found the hammer, though.
You found the hammer, so
That's good.
A brooch glistens among the tree's roots. As you reach for it, a ghostly hand pushes through the soil and clamps tight around your wrist.
Ugh.
A specter arises from the earth. A Viking warrior. See, it's already getting pretty metal. Here, a voice speaks in your mind. It is time for revenge at last. It was my choice to bleed into the chalice, but they killed me for it. And now I will have vengeance. I still serve him. Just before the ghost dissipates, he presses the brooch into your palm. Look to this for answers. The Haunt Revealer should draw the next card in the Legacy deck, which is this. The brooch, and give it its true name, the Brooch of Rage.
So the devil man is also called him, and now I'm just thinking him from the Powerpuff Girls.
All right.
I'm sorry.
that's fine. We got the Powerpuff Girls license, so we kind of put it in here.
Great.
The Haunt Revealer is the traitor,
Oh!
even though I'm wearing the shirt that specifically says otherwise.
No, we know you're the traitor now.
The heroes and traitors should turn to Haunt 37, Wrath of the Berserker, in their respective books.
Okay. Something a little bit different from regular Betrayal here is we're going to do the setup together.
Okay.
What we discovered is oftentimes people would split up, and then you'd come back and someone would start setting up, and it would like, whoa, we just talked about it for 10 minutes. Now we have to come up with a new plan. So there's nothing up top that's a spoiler, and we can all get on the same page as to what we're doing. Then after everything below this gray box, you will leave while we discuss it.
Okay. Upon closer inspection, I realize the serpent on this brooch has the head of a wolf. I look into its eyes. The spirit of a long-dead Viking held in the brooch melds with my body. We are two souls bound together. We are filled with a rage I've never felt before. I'm still in here. I am angry, furious, berserk. I am filled with unending rage and supernatural might. It is time to kill. I agree. I know this to be true, that my prey will place traps to slow me down or hurt me. Set up. Drop all items and omens I'm carrying except for the brooch. Well, that's easy. Return my calling card to the box. I am too furious. Too fast and too furious. Heal all of my traits. Awesome. Gain 3 might. Place the blood token on 3, 5, 7 on the numbered track. So
Right, so there's like brackets 3/5/7. That's 3-player, 4-player, 5-player.
Okay.
So we'll put it on 5 for a 4-player game.
This represents my health. I am still in the game, but I have turned traitor. Take the traitor card.
Okay.
So I will take this guy.
You got it.
I win when everyone else is dead.
Cool.
All right.
And
That's how Casey
you
won.
just stop there.
Okay.
Anything outside of the gray, you don't say more. So we have the track right here, which we'll put in front of you, and it was 3, 5, 7. So that's basically your hit points.
Okay.
We have to get you down to 0.
Do you want me to read the gray box?
Nope. So let me just. You have a traitor card. In regular Betrayal, a traitor gets like certain abilities that they like get to do in each game, and we've just put it on the card.
Okay.
The gray box in there is what you get to do in addition to this. So this is general traitor. That's specifically berserker traitor right there. So we don't know what's in that box until you do it.
If I have stats above my starting ones,
You leave them.
all right.
Heal means if you're below, go back to start. If
Okay.
you're above, you're cool.
I no longer have this healing token either.
Yeah, we can put it right back in the box. We're going to read our text so you can listen to a little bit what we're going to do.
Meanwhile, we see formerly friendly eyes filled with bloodlust, cutting skin, carving runes into flesh, building up to a fury. They have been possessed by an ancient spirit. We hope beyond hope that we can make something that will slow them down. We know these things to be true, that the berserker cannot control their bloodlust and that they will hurt themselves if they can strike at us.
If they
Set-
can't strike at us.
If they
Okay.
can't strike at us, excuse me.
If they can't?
If
They
they will
cannot
hurt
strike us.
themselves
Okay.
if they
Okay.
can't strike at us.
Set aside 2 crest tokens for each hero. So we get a little more
You're not a
crests.
hero, so you don't need
Oh,
those.
right.
Overview. You win when you kill the berserker.
But we're into private stuff. So you read the top part for setup
Oh,
and
excuse
flavor
me.
text, and now
Hey, I think you knew that part.
So
though.
I need to bail now?
you need to bail now.
Okay. I will be back shortly.
Okay.
It says, you win when you kill the berserker. You may set a trap to try to slow down or hurt the berserker. You may look for a weapon to help defend yourself. Facts. The berserker never lowers traits and can be damaged only by an attack from a weapon or by a trap.
Oh.
so we can't hit
So
him
when
with
we
our
hit
fists.
him, he's going to be a 6 for the rest of the game. But if we
Yeah.
do any damage to him, instead we just move this down 1.
But we can only do it with weapons and traps.
I have a crossbow.
and I have a hammer.
I am a well-to-do and have my dainty hands.
Will you please take care of this berserker for me?
If they would take, if they lose any amount from a trip for any reason, they instead move the blood token down 1 space on the track. No matter how much damage is dealt, if the blood token reaches 0, you win. So essentially, we have to deal damage to him 5 times. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Side goals, we can prepare. That's all caps. While on a tile with a crest token.
Without.
Without. Excuse me. Place your family's crest token on that tile. If both your crest tokens are on the tile, if both your crest tokens are on tiles, you can't take this action.
So if you look at the bottom, it says tokens needed, and it says crests equal traps.
Oh,
So basically,
we
this
can
is setting a
drop
trap. You
traps.
just use the prepare action. You just say, like, I'm setting a trap here.
Right.
And once you have 2 traps down, you can't set it again until,
Okay.
until they go
And
off.
you can only set traps where you physically are on the map.
Where you physically are, if there isn't a trap there already. So
Okay.
only 1 trap per space.
Look for a weapon. You rifle around looking for something to defend yourself. So we can make a search action while on a tile without which on an item tile without a search token. Make a speed roll, and if we get above a 5, we draw the top item from the item deck until we draw a weapon.
So
we will
there's an
have
item in the cellars we can search, and we can search the unfinished room.
Cool.
Okay. When anyone moves onto a tile with a crest token, should I read that as well?
Yeah, so that's a reaction. That happens automatically. It's important. It's when anyone moves onto it, including each other. We have to be careful not
Okay.
to
Oh, okay.
set traps in each other's way. I know how to probably best play this. I'm going to not strategize.
Okay.
So you just,
okay.
So if I go to any square with an item token on it, or an item
Any
symbol,
item tile, so either the unfinished room or
Or
the
the-
cellars. There's more outside, but we'll have trouble getting to them.
So does he know that these are traps, or when we
Yes.
place that token?
At the
okay.
bottom of the tile, it says crest trap. What he doesn't know is how we set a trap, how we look for weapons, or what happens when he steps on a trap.
Gotcha.
But what the rules say is the first time something goes off, you can read the whole box. So it's like, oh, you stepped on a trap. Here's how it works. So
Okay.
we're going to surprise him once. He's probably got a few surprises
Right.
that we're going to get to.
Okay.
All right.
All right, you guys ready to fight a Viking?
Oh man, no, not really.
Like a super Viking?
Definitely not.
And here are your trader powers. Those were here when you.
Cool. So
Yeah,
I
plus-
ignore obstacles. I don't take damage from tile effects. When taking an action on a tile, I may use a result of 5 instead of making a trait roll. Is it a may or a must?
May. I think it says May, right?
Okay, so I
Yeah.
can choose to roll.
Yep.
Okay, whenever I discover an event tile, I can choose not to draw an event.
Okay.
And then I can ignore harmful effects from ongoing event cards.
Okay.
And I'm
Alright.
immune to any negative ghost effects.
So.
Because I have a ghost inside my body.
Yeah. So left of the trader goes first.
Kick it.
Okay. I'm gonna go over here and try and find a weapon.
Okay. So you use your search action.
Yes.
And you make a knowledge roll.
Oh, you guys have the ability to just search anywhere
Uh,
now?
You can make a speed roll.
Make a
I
speed
can?
roll.
Okay.
So yeah, we can read what's in the box, but basically, go to an item tile, make a speed roll, try to find a weapon.
Okay.
Roll
5.
Is that what she needed?
Yes.
Okay, so you just keep going until we get to a weapon.
Okay.
So bells, nope. Well, bucket, burial mask, flintlock
there we
pistol,
go.
Ma's flintlock pistol.
All right. Got
And
a
it
hammer
says
and
shuffle
pistol.
this after.
Okay.
Cool. Smooth bore with a short range. Attack. Speed. Target anyone on your tile or an adjacent tile in your region. Roll 1 additional die on your attack. Okay.
Neat.
If you roll a 0 to 1 while attacking, take 2 physical damage and destroy the card.
Yes.
Oh man.
Flintlock pistol explodes in your hand.
Yep.
All right, my
Alright.
turn.
Yes.
Oh,
You're
excuse
coming
me.
closer to
I'm
me.
gonna take one step out. I'm gonna drop that, and then I have to roll 2 die. Is that
Nope,
correct?
you just, that's it, prepare. It's just the,
Ah, okay, yes.
it's free.
And then
So if you
Yikes.
look down here, Crester,
I'm gonna step
we
back
tell
out.
you what the tokens mean.
Okay.
So that was 2 movements.
Choke points.
I feel like I should maybe just back up a little bit more.
Keep going.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go there.
So
Walk out of
1,
your
2,
feet
3,
again.
4.
Oh, I lost my purple. All right, on you.
Okay, I'm going to go 1, 2,
This is
and then I'm going to go here.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, that's good.
have fun.
Your turn.
this is gonna be rough.
Yep.
All right.
Fight us. Fight me IRL.
I wish I had the deed. I'm gonna go 1.
Okay, when you step on a trap, it's in our book,
The player who set the trap.
rolls 2 dice, and then we see what happens.
Yeah.
It's a dud.
Nothing happens.
Aw.
So it doesn't stop me though, right?
Nope.
I continue? Boom, let's do it again.
Now, I am adjacent to my trap. I instead make a knowledge roll, which is a 6 for me.
Whoa.
Woo!
Okay, this is not gonna be good.
Yeah.
I am again. Ooh, 5 plus. I'll take it.
5.
5 plus. Trap goes off. Does 1 damage to you.
Cool.
Okay.
And does it slow him down
Does
too?
that stop me?
Nope.
Oh no.
So 1, 2.
Uh-oh.
Well, we got 1 hit.
We didn't think that far ahead.
Well, that's about as far as you can get ahead.
3. Yeah, I think you're less beefy than he is. So let's do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll 6 dice.
Okay. I got this.
All right. I trust you.
I only rolled 4.
I'm going to roll 4 dice for defense, and I got a
Nice.
5. So I didn't do any damage with a weapon, so you don't take any damage back. I just defended.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
you can't defend with a crossbow?
No, it's got an action. It says attack speed, and because it
okay.
has an action word, I only do it on my
3.
turn.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take.
I'm going to not stop you if you go there. But what's your speed? 4? Yeah, you can go in there.
4.
Did you forget something that you can do? I like to point this out.
At the end of a
The
turn,
second one.
That at a great tour you may attack a second. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Oh my
You
gosh.
can attack twice?
Well, read it carefully because I didn't hear you do anything.
So all right. Roar.
Is that a mighty roar? Does that count?
For-
Says each turn if he lets out a mighty roar,
like
he
it's a
will attack
hesitant
it.
If I do it, I'm gonna do this and go.
There we go.
All right. Rolling 6 dice. 5.
5. Rolling 4 dice.
Oh man.
4.
4. I'll take 1 damage. I'm going to go down to a speed 3.
Oof. Man, I
Now
only
you
did
still
1
could move
damage.
away
Okay.
if you wanted to.
Boof.
Yeah, you had some bad dice rolls there.
All right.
Can I look for items again, even though I already have a weapon?
No, this got a search token on it,
Ah,
meaning
okay.
this room was searched. I just forgot to put it down. So
Okay.
you could, but you'd have to go to a different room to do so. So we already found the pistol you keep in your unfinished room.
Okay.
Man, I want to look for items.
You're too mad. You still get this ability.
Oh, I would have had an additional move too.
Right. So the brooch's ability is you get bonus moves equal to the number of ghosts on your tile at the start of the turn. So you started here, so you had 5. Is there any
Yeah, I
place
could've
you
went
wanted to
the
go?
kitchen.
No, it's fine. She hasn't taken her turn yet.
All right.
Okay. I am going to. Man, where am I? I'm all the way over here.
He's
You're-
put himself in a dead end.
you're up
Let's
there?
set some traps.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
I
would
like
have to
that
go
plan.
around though. There's no door here.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I will do that. I'll go over here.
1, 2, 3. in the
I'm
secret
going
passage.
to shoot you
Oh.
Oh.
with 4 speed attack. All right.
3.
3.
So I roll speed versus that, right?
Yep.
That's 4. You roll 4 die.
4 to 4. I will roll 4.
So no,
Nothing
no effect,
happens.
but gun didn't explode.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yep. I will leave.
You can drop a trap.
Drop trap. And then I'm going to go back.
You can also go through the secret passage, like upstairs or the
Yeah.
basement, but so can he.
So that's 3. So that's
God, there's
the-
secret passages upstairs and the basement.
Yeah.
That's stressful.
That's it for me. Yep.
I'm gonna probably. I probably shouldn't just run in there and swing at him, right? That's probably a bad idea.
Question: if we leave a trap on a square, where we already are, does it affect us?
No, but if you
Okay.
run in there and hit him, you're going to set off this trap.
Sorry.
Oh, you guys can set up traps too. That is good to know.
Okay.
How do you guys win? If I die?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna go.
So in
1,
reality, I could just
2, drop a trap and then just go back.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just stay here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
So I have to go through at least 1 trap to get to Tom.
I am going to.
You have to go through 2 shots.
Yeah, we should have planted the trap in a different place because I have
Yeah.
a crossbow and I can't.
Oh, yeah.
Well-
Sorry.
It might be okay, but I'm going to just leave a trap and back up so I can stay adjacent to it. The downside is he can usually get through it and hit me, but
Yeah, but he's got a lot of traps to go through right now.
All right. I have very, very little chance of success, but I'm going to try to eat first.
What?
Your stats cannot go up or down for any reason
Oh.
as the berserker.
Okay.
Suddenly
Too
the
mad.
kitchen is looking a little less tasty.
But you did start in a spot with a ghost, so you
Yeah, so
get
I get
one.
an additional
you get a
movement.
bump. Yeah.
What do you get?
I get an additional
5
movement at the
Oh,
start
man.
of my turn for every ghost on my space. So I'm going to step in here. Your trap goes off.
I apologize.
can-
I don't remember my rules. You can go up. You just can't go down. So you
Okay.
can get stronger.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
Low odds. Oh,
Nope.
actually, before you do it, you lose all your moves if you eat. That's not what I think
Oh,
you
okay.
want to do.
Okay. That's fair.
So you didn't just do that?
He didn't just do
I
that.
didn't
Okay.
just do that.
Yeah.
Then move on to that trap.
Trap.
So
Casey,
I
roll
can-
them dice.
You can make a
I-
knowledge roll instead
Oh,
because
right.
you're
What is
adjacent to it.
what is his role? Like what
he,
would
I
he
don't
doesn't
roll
nothing. He
anything.
does anything. You want to get
It's
a
just-
5 or
it's a
higher to
table.
damage.
it's a so if I don't roll knowledge, what happens?
You roll 2 dice if you don't roll
Oh,
knowledge, and
okay.
it'll max out at 4. But you need a 5 or higher to actually
Okay.
damage him.
Well, it doesn't look good. My knowledge is only 3. Wow.
And you'll
Fine.
put it-
Yeah. Okay.
Oof.
Cool.
This is not going well for old Viking boy.
Yeah, traps.
It's not going amazing.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you.
So I have to go through 2 traps either way to get to Tom.
No, you could go.
So 1.
One,
Well, you could 2, 3, 4,
4.
and get me.
and then 5.
Okay,
to
so
get
it's
to
4
me,
more
too.
movement to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go
Through the secret
secret
path
passage.
to down to the
So
crawl
that's
space.
2,
2,
3,
3,
4.
4.
And then I can get up to Tom if I go up 5 because I
Can
have.
you
I
block
started
him?
on
I'm going to
this.
block you, though.
Okay.
Yeah, you can access.
Come at me!
All right, we're gonna do this.
I mean, I'm the fighter guy. He might
I'm the
wanna-
gambler. I feel really good about holding off your attack.
Yeah, okay.
6.
That's, I feel less good
Wow.
now.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm rolling not that
You're-
great.
well, that's the average for a thing of 6. Okay,
4.
4.
Oh, no.
Now, I can re-roll 2 blanks.
Okay.
If I roll 2 blanks again, the whole roll counts as 0.
Sorry.
Okay.
So technically, it's going to get better.
Oh, 5.
5. So I take 1 damage. My speed is down to 2.
At least
Okay.
my
Oh, man.
berserker ability does not go off then. Now I'm going to.
Oh no.
Wow, he can just attack so much.
6.
Wow.
Okay.
7.
7.
7.
Okay, and I've already used my gambler ability this turn.
Oof.
So
There's your
I just have to block
Oh
7.
no.
Please don't die.
Wow. Okay.
5.
That's
You
okay.
take 2.
1, 2. My might's down to 2.
Oh no.
All right.
Good.
All right.
I
guess
might
it's-
kill somebody before I go out.
All right. I guess it's my turn now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
All right.
6.
Wow.
Yikes. I'm going to roll 4 dice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you just take 1.
Okay.
Doesn't matter
So
how
we
much.
only have to hit him 2 more times?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had
You're
a bad
still-
first
you're still
turn
have
where
a
you
Yes,
didn't
I
kill
do.
me. You
Yes.
should have.
Can I
You
make a
spent 2 full
suggestion?
turns
Yeah.
trying to kill me.
Yep.
I feel like you maybe want to go into here and put a trap somewhere around here.
I was going to go outside because
Yeah, you
to
could do
try
that
and
too.
find an item and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
leave another trap for him.
Yeah, you
Like
can
so,
do
if
that.
he tries to chase me, he has to go through it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You do you.
1. I'm gonna leave a trap. Can I leave 2 traps in a turn?
Nope, because you already used your prepare action.
Ah, okay. 3, and I get a card.
Hey, look at that. That's just
An
what you're looking
item.
for.
Yeah.
The pasture.
Cool.
Oh, you found your
bells.
bells from that you had as a child.
Cool. I'm going to discard these and immediately gain 2 points in any trait that I want. Because I'm a well-to-do and I can find bells whenever the hell I want.
Okay.
You just
Actually,
threw
wait.
away your childhood bells?
Do I need this?
Well, the other thing.
Nah.
Okay.
I can gain 1 speed or I can gain 2 speed.
No love for the same bells.
No, she's well-to-do.
Yeah,
Her
she's-
childhood, like her rosebud moment. She's like, no,
Yeah, she's
I don't care.
she's grown past those childish things, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Tom.
Hi. I don't really know what to do. If I just walked up and took a swing at him, I would have 4 attack.
You could
You would have
walk
4
into
attack.
another room.
I would have 4 dice against his 6. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, that's not great.
But you'd only take 1 damage if you fail because you're a war veteran. That's your thing.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I'll just try to do that then.
But
I
then
don't-
realize that I can then attack you twice. Oh, but each one of those would still only be 1, right?
No, you attack twice on your turn.
Okay, but I could.
When you attack, when he defends, he gets an extra die.
Oh, right.
But,
I'm gonna do that.
But he takes full
I'm
damage.
just gonna walk up and do 1 and swing at you, and I have 4 because I'm attacking with a hammer. Can I get 4 dice, please? This is probably a terrible idea.
You can do it.
It was a 3.
All right, so I need 2 of those dice.
Oh no.
Yeah. See? Bad
But
idea.
he can only take 1 damage. So
Yeah,
there was my good roll.
There's the roll you need on your turn.
I'm
1, 2,
using
3,
his
4,
luck.
5,
So
6,
eight.
7, 8.
So I take 1.
Good thing you were in the war.
Yeah, seriously. I would have
Because
just been
you fought
dead.
Vikings in the war.
So I feel like maybe what I want to do now, he's going to obstruct me, is that right?
Yeah.
It's his choice.
Yes.
So I have 1 movement, and then it would take me 2 to get out of the space, and I could go there. But if I leave a trap, then you can't get out anywhere.
I think it's my last turn anyway, is what
Okay.
I'm starting to think.
I mean,
You guys go without me.
Okay, I'm going to go
I've drawn my last
2,
days.
3, drop 1, and go 4. That way he has to go through a trap to get to me.
yes.
Oh, hey. I guess it doesn't matter. I was supposed to be rolling 1 additional die on my attack. I totally forgot.
Well, we'll know that for now. Your
Okay.
turn.
I, however, am now.
Walled in.
If I use the crossbow, I have to be in the same region, so I can't shoot you from the upper landing. If I go to the hallway, I will set off my own trap, and
Oh,
it will.
no.
But that's fine. There's no effect.
So you
It
just
just
roll
goes
1,
off.
2.
1, 2. Then I'm going to shoot you with my crossbow, which
Isn't very much anymore.
no,
Do you add an additional die to that?
I don't.
Oh.
I don't. This one doesn't explode though. So
That is a benefit.
4
Okay, nice. Okay.
Are rolling against
You rolled
his speed?
perfectly.
speed.
Okay.
This is not a good day to be a Viking. All right.
4.
I will take
okay.
the 4.
So and then I'm going to
Drop a trap.
drop a trap, and then I'm going to move here.
Okay.
Oh wait, I only had a speed of 2, so I'm staying right with this trap. I didn't have a
Okay.
speed of 4 because I'm very badly injured.
All right. Orba, your choice. Literally, okay, you could go here and you wouldn't step on a trap, but otherwise your 3 movements are traps, or your 2 movements are traps.
Yeah, and I would have to be hoping for the event that gives me a secret passage.
Mm-hmm.
There's only outside tiles left.
Oh. Okay. And I would have to go outside to do that. Okay, so I am going to try to kill at least 1 person.
So
you-
for the record, my knowledge is 6, so I have a very good chance
Oh,
of getting a
that's
5.
true.
His knowledge is 4. Not that I want to, throw my own teammate under the bus, but
It's okay.
you make a knowledge roll when you.
I wish I could get outside without having to step on both of these.
Well done, team.
Shouldn't have put that there. Oh, I guess it blocks the passage, but still,
Yeah.
it's a little rough.
Okay, I am going to go down to the basement and step on.
You're gonna step on this one in the process. Oh no, you just this one.
So there, and so I roll 4 die.
So, yeah, you are still adjacent. Sorry, it says if you are adjacent, you roll, but secret passages are adjacent to each other, so you would still make a knowledge roll, even
that
if you
one
were
too.
on that one, like looking up through the tunnel.
I need these.
5!
Nice.
No, you don't need.
Oh, that's
You
right.
don't roll against traps.
Wow.
1 more hit! 1 more hit!
I'm guessing you're going in there and murdering
Yes.
him.
Aw.
No.
So you're still gonna roll 4.
Ooh.
I rolled 7.
Can I get 2 more dice, please?
Yeah, you can have my 0 and my 1.
I really appreciate that. 5.
5.
Not
All right,
bad.
so I deal 2,
2. Okay.
and then I'm gonna roar.
Oh no.
Are you?
Yeah.
Let me hear.
It's a little bit embarrassing, more embarrassing every time. All right.
There it is.
Wow.
8.
Can I have 2?
You can have my 0 again,
No one.
and then a 1.
So I have to.
8. You have to do well.
Very well.
Do well.
Not well.
You could roll an 8 on 4 dice.
7.
Okay.
So
You
I only
have
have 1.
had the worst
What?
luck. I'm fine.
All right, so I went 1, 2.
And anywhere you move, you'll have to move 2. So you only get 1 more movement. Because I'm blocking you.
I can't believe you rolled a 7 after you rolled an 8.
Okay, so how do I? What is your speed right now?
3. I'm doing okay.
So you, no matter what, you'll be able to leave the space with me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna step back onto basement landing. Oh wait, no, this gives me.
+1 move because you're starting with a ghost and you have the Brooch of Rage.
Yeah, but secret passage doesn't really do me any better than basement landing does. And basement land, or I guess both of them would let me go upstairs to the same, roughly the same spot.
Trust your heart. Trust
Okay,
that enraged barbarian
That
soul.
150 beats per minute.
Okay,
heart.
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Okay. Casey.
I at least have dealt damage
Okay.
every turn.
What do I need to roll to find an item? I need to roll a 5.
Well, you need to find a weapon. That's the only
Oh,
thing you
so
can
the
find
only
with
thing
a
I can
special
find
action.
is a weapon.
Right.
Okay.
And if there are no weapons there, the action
It's-
is wasted.
Okay, then I'm going to go here and drop a trap,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna
Guys, I'm not making it through this.
this way.
Oh, you do find an item, but the old-fashioned way.
Wonderful.
You found a burial mask.
What does this do? It's horrifying.
Is that
If
on
you
the
would
card?
take 1
Yeah.
die of damage,
It's
you may
horrifying.
take 0 damage instead of rolling.
So like in the witch hunt where it says take 1 die of sanity damage, you just 0, 0. Anytime there's that take
Okay.
1 die. you
I'm
just-
gonna bury this burial mask and gain 2 speed.
Wow.
This whole thing?
Yep.
You have
Dude.
7
Screw this
speed?
thing.
You have 7 speed? Does your
Yes.
gun use speed?
It does.
Oh, this is a clever strategy.
This is my strat.
Oh,
I got a
man.
good strat.
I dig it.
Well,
Come at me!
I mean, I guess the only other option is, because I said I'd kill myself
and
too.
and I end my turn.
Because I was like, I can just go sit somewhere and be like, you have to come to me to shoot me.
No.
But no, then I'm just gonna beat on myself.
Yeah, you have to come to us. You could kill both of us pretty easily, but you
You've
still
just-
have to get out there and kill
No,
Casey.
Oh,
You've had
I've
like the
also-
craziest things where we're both nearly dead and
Yeah.
have rolled way above average. Just
Also,
to,
while I'm here, I'm gonna drake from the thing.
you're gonna roll 7 dice and
Yes.
hopefully get a 1 or a 2.
Yes. I mean, why not, right? Like,
right.
it's the end of my turn.
Never
one
tell
more.
you the odds.
Do you get one more? I think
yes.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, nothing
you're
happens.
You're really not,
Not thirsty.
I wasn't thirsty.
Is it my
Alright.
turn?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna win by hitting him with a hammer.
When you put it like that.
Yeah.
I can only take 1 damage on an attack I make.
Huh.
So
You either win or you're dead on his turn.
What's your? I give you 1 too many.
No, I need 4.
Oh yeah, you got
3 plus 1 for the hammer.
3. Not great.
All right, so I defend with 6. Please.
Oh my god!
I am
He
the
rolled a
worst
2.
Viking. I am the worst Viking ever.
You just
I am
died?
just so drunk as a Viking that I can't hit a child who's swinging a hammer
I
at me.
think you were just too tilted.
I'm like 23 now. Wow. Okay.
Okay,
If
all right.
you win during the campaign, turn to entry 76 in the Bleak Journal, please.
I'm very sorry about your Viking.
It's okay.
What are you gonna put for your fate?
Hammered by a child.
He's 23.
Worst Viking.
That's right. Hammered by a
76,
hipster.
was that right?
I think so.
76 in the Bleak Journal.
Okay, let's hear what happened.
Oh man.
I never abandoned you. I come now to join you in hell. The berserker's final cry echoes into the night. What madness is this? What would a Viking be doing here and why? This homestead offers so many questions and so few answers. I should get a priest to put crucifixes up around the house, merely as a precaution, of course. On the back of the rule book, check the box on the clock near the 1. What?
Oh wow.
Oh
13
my
o'clock.
goodness.
So,
TikTok.
Oh no.
So that's the first campaign done. Or the first, mission.
Yeah.
The last hero to take a turn places their family crest on the deed to the house.
Hey. Hey. Thank you for saving me. At least, but I would have been fine.
my
No,
house
you.
now.
There was no way I was ever killing.
Okay, and then it says, his ghost haunted the house forever after, acting out the final moments of his death.
That's you.
Add bloody
No, the crests.
corpse,
Oh, okay. That's right.
What number?
P275 to the event deck.
All right, so here you go. This is Bloody Corpse. So this is you. You show up as an event now, appearing out of nowhere.
The blood spilled
I'm alright
here
with
has
that.
collected in pools. The earth itself rejects it. Add puddle of blood 241 to the event deck.
That's a really bad band.
Yeah.
In a dusty corner of the house, we found a book. Inside the front cover is a list of names. Ours. Was all of this planned? If the traitor killed at least one hero, add Book of Flesh P221 to the deck.
I didn't do anything.
You left a ghost
So
in
we
the crawl
didn't-
space.
Yes.
So we didn't get an event
Because he didn't kill anyone.
Okay. I imagine that's a rare one to not add to the event.
Yep.
It's probably a really
No
bad
offense.
one too, right?
No offense. Giggle, giggle.
The veneer of civilization on some families was thin, needing only the Berserker Savage example to scrape it away entirely. Add Savage, P218, to the available calling cards. So Savage is now a calling.
Okay.
So
And
here you
that's
go.
it.
I'm all right with that.
So we added Savage.
Here is your crest for the deed, good sir.
Where's the deed?
And
Oh,
here
yeah,
are
checker
your
one.
ghosts. So you did leave a stain in the crawl space.
And is that?
That's basically it. On the
that's a
back, I'm going to
oh,
put
yeah.
the fate. I'm going to say like survive.
Yeah, you all survived. I got hammered to death by a hipster.
Wow.
Survive.
Hey, you were Marty McFly. I didn't make that choice for you.
Killed a Viking with
That's
a
the
hammer.
power of love.
Survive Berserker Rage. You're just too darn loud. So you check traitor on the back and you check died.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Yes. So I could choose when we go forward another 35 years to be an 70-year-old Tomas if I like.
I just want it known that I was a Viking named Valentine.
Yeah.
That is nice. You are ironically a Viking.
What does Savage do? Wait, I want to glance at that real quick.
Hey, no cheats.
You can look at.
You can look
All right.
quietly.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't remember it.
That's a cool one.
All right, this was a blast.
Yeah.
This is a great sense of what the game is like. As you saw, a traitor can walk in and just obliterate people based on dice rolls, or in my case, get beaten to death by a 35-year-old bald
Gambler.
man who's a gambler, and a very small 24-year-old man
Who was a war veteran.
who's a war veteran. It has a great sense of storytelling. It has a great sense of narrative, and you did such a great design with both narrative and also just creating replayability that creates a unique experience every time you pick up this game. Final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing what else is there. I'm also really curious about, like, what would have happened if we picked up the Omen in the kitchen, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's all those little things. And I think people a lot of the times get scared of legacy games because it's like you're tearing up cards and you're putting stickers, and like you said, there's 2/3 of the cards we might not see. But like,
Yeah, about half.
I
But
think that's so exciting. Like, that's so cool that everyone's gonna have a different experience of this game.
I'm excited. I really want to continue playing this with you guys. I'm sorry we'll have to replace you, but we'll find someone else.
I know what happens next.
Unless
Okay.
you want to
Yeah.
stick around, I don't know.
Stick around for
I got a flight tomorrow.
12
Let's get them all in today.
scenarios. Yeah.
Oh man.
So thank you so much for coming and playing with us. It was an absolute blast. And for everything board games, stick with us right here at IGN.